button to go live, and I'm doing it in 5.
We don't have that TV.
What's that on?
Hello and welcome to the John Boy Media Baseball live stream Game 3 of your American League Championship Series. Mad Max Scherzer walking on the field. Little burp, had some pliable ad. Max Scherzer hasn't pitched since September 12th. You know who has been pitching? Me, Paxton Elrod, and Dan Canobio in the chairs tonight. Snaps for us. Behind the windows, it's King BBD and Zach's back. Make out Cam. Hello. Campaign.
Whoa.
New Cam.
Cam Whitmore, Villanova, Matty Mass, not here.
No.
PTO day. Who's on socials tonight?
T-Jack from home.
T-Jack from home.
We love it and we hate it.
Boo, boo,
Wish
boo,
you were here,
boo.
Taylor. There were trains coming to the city today. She's also taking a PTO day. We're excited for... Pax, what are you excited for today?
I am excited to hopefully see a very good baseball game.
That'd be nice.
I need something close.
Yes.
I need excitement.
Yes.
I need it to remain a one-run game until the end. I don't need any more of these blowouts. I know Phillies fans are going to hate me for saying that, but I don't need any more of these blowouts. That's so boring.
I don't think Philly fans will hate you. I think
Blowouts
they're
are boring.
happy with the blowouts.
For
but
sure. I would be too. I mean, if
Yeah.
it was Yankees that
think-
did that, you'd be like...
I think if that's the complaint they're getting from you, I think they're okay
think
with
it's okay.
that. Daniel,
Hey,
Bob's boy,
Bob is watching. Bob's boy.
how are you?
Doing good.
Yeah.
Want to see Scherzer. Interesting. This guy is, what, he got traded mid-season.
From the Mets.
From the Mets. He's been hurt for a while, has the pedigree. Now he gets tossed right into a big game. See what Scherzer's got. He can put up 6 scoreless, or he can get absolutely bombed.
It'd be interesting.
Feels like instant result. Feels like we're gonna
Yeah.
find out in the first inning if Max Scherzer
Or not.
or not. With the Astros back against the wall, we have seen a lot of teams jumping up. Well, we used to see a lot of road teams jumping up early until the Phillies did their thing at home.
Yeah.
But Texas just did it in Houston, so we'll see if we get the back and forth. The Astros 2019 World Series was famously road affair, where the road team won every game.
That is very
Did you
true.
catch Dusty's interview yesterday?
Dusty?
He was going through all the different scenarios he's been a part of as a manager. Been up 2-0, been down 2-0, been up 3-0, been down 3-0. I've come back from 3-0, I've blown 3-0. He's seen it all. So I'm not too worried about the Astros. I think this is the game that they can hop in. And I'm actually going to place a wager. I said I wasn't going to wager tonight.
Wow.
But here I
you
am.
are. Did you hear that Christina Connor made her first bet today?
That makes me so
on
happy.
DraftKings Sportsbook.
Converting people to the DraftKings
First.
app. I think Astros' first inning run.
I like a first inning run. I do think
How do you do that?
Scherzer's going to get hit a little bit.
Inning.
It's just a matter of how much. Not having pitched in over a month
That's what
and
I'm
being
curious
hurt.
about. That's a lot of faith.
and being 40 years old,
Is he
Is
40?
this total? I want just one team.
around there. Huh?
I want just Astros.
I don't know if I'm
Just
allowed
Astros?
Let's just do
to
that,
say
though.
this, but
think
I
you can
had
go
never
top of the first.
placed
Yeah, that
a
makes sense.
sports bet.
What?
One day.
Come
Christina
on.
Connor's in the game.
I got my nephew into it now.
You know what? I'm going to wait till the World Series. I'll do it in the World
Okay.
Series. Because I'm on game 1 of the World Series with you. So that feels like a monumental time.
Dun,
Right?
dun, 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 dun,
Jake, what are
dun,
you
dun.
excited about tonight?
I like that we're gonna have an instant whoa. Whether Scherzer is good
That's
or
true.
bad, that's
Bottom of
it.
the first.
That's an instant. I think the crowd in Dallas should be pretty rowdy. We've got a Thursday night. We've got 2 Texas teams.
It's Wednesday.
This is wow. Well,
Okay. A little
shows
bit.
where little
rowdy.
Poppy's at.
That's fine. Tomorrow is Thursday, so you're close.
All over that.
You're close.
And yeah, it's kind of, I'll tell the people what I've done. We'll put together a friendly, I did see some comments that were like, whoa, you guys were crazy betting the other night. We did get a little lost in it.
Last night?
I do think that was because the game got out of hand.
Yeah.
That, when the game gets to 7-0, you kind of, the stream has to audible. For tonight, we do have a 3-act play planned if the game gets out of hand.
I placed my bet. First run.
A Midsummer Night Stream. I will be playing the part of Puck.
Okay.
First run inning for the Astros.
We'll see if we get there.
Maybe I'd just go ahead and download the app, right?
Download the DraftKings
I
Sportsbook
should
app.
download the app and have an account just in case it gets crazy.
Promo code. Thank you, SeatGeek, for putting on our streams all throughout the playoffs. Make sure you guys, actually, I haven't done this before the stream yet. Go to our tweet that says we're streaming tonight and do the 6-inning challenge. If you guess the score after 6 innings, you get $500 to SeatGeek. So
That's like the easiest thing.
you need to do that now. I'm going to start warning people before each game. Although Max Scherzer's taking them out and go, 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 go.
Hurry up.
Hurry up. Get it in.
Go, go, go. Go get it in. It has to be before the game?
I think so.
Has to be before the game.
I think so.
So you have like a few seconds left. Hey, Pat.
Altuve, Michael Brantley slid up the lineup for the Houston Astros. He has very good numbers against Max Scherzer. I'm interested in that.
Did you see Brantley's dad?
I did, and I love that
What'd you
video.
think of?
Oh my God. Just a little,
I love that.
don't do this.
So awesome. But no words.
No words needed.
It's very serious. Third, fourth row up there telling you drifting. You're drifting.
And I should tell the people, I have done my biggest happiness hedge of the playoffs.
Ooh.
Just got to be honest with the people.
Ooh.
I have bet on the Houston Astros to win this game.
Oh.
Because
here it is.
first pitch from Scherzer,
Outside.
Is-
all
It's a-
outside.
Ball.
95 miles per hour. Something to watch for Mad Max tonight. If Houston wins, it's good for baseball because it's their best chance at a 6 or 7 game series. Altuve flies.
Oh, what's carrying, folks?
Oh my!
Give me that run the first inning.
The ball
All the way back
The
there.
ball is flying. Altuve looked like he missed that.
What's the atmosphere in Texas?
Interested
I know
to
there's
see.
a lot
Is
of.
this camera crispier than the rest of the
I
cameras?
think it's the TV.
Ooh.
It looks crispier.
It looks crispy.
TV. The top left TV is a little darker. This bottom one's good.
Globe Life and Houston are two stadiums
Accent
known for
standpoint,
kind of
yeah.
weird camera angles. So it could be lighting, it could be the angle. Strike from Scherzer to Brantley.
That was interesting. 'Cause that was the same placement as.
And just honest as a company, if Houston goes down 3-0, they probably lose the series. Houston fans still not the biggest fans of our company. We're still trying to figure out why.
Don't know why.
Once we get to the
Strike
bottom of
two.
that, we'll let you know.
Mad Max pumping it. So yeah, for me it's kind of a win-win tonight, and that's just being honest with some of the Houston faithful.
It is crazy that we're at a point that if both of these series, like, they're sweeps, we won't have baseball for
Ah,
A
it's
week.
not looking good,
a
folks.
A
week.
week.
It's not looking good.
That's crazy.
For my bet. Could lose 20 bucks.
Max Scherzer strikes out Michael Brantley. Feels like his juices are now flowing.
Oh, we should turn on the WNBA finals.
We got some screens.
Never heard those. Never mind.
That
Daniel?
is-
Let's go Liberty.
that is-
Sabrina Ionescu. John's still here.
John is still
You
here.
don't have to say hi to John in the chat. Say hi to John
Ow.
in person. John Cox.
First super chat of the night is there's a strike to Bregman. Jason Cunningham, and your
Ooh.
first super chat ever.
And
UK fans are the best.
I was about
Wow.
to say, we're at, let's see, should
Wow.
I go 1 or 4?
First, yes.
I bet you
Okay.
Both.
a reason for the good camera work is that Texas Stadium probably has great lighting.
First
Oh.
super chat to say I love you guys. We're staying up late in the
exciting.
UK to watch this. Jason Cunnington, sorry. Yeah, we got some good LEDs in Texas.
Stadium built for that.
It's built for this.
I'm curious about the atmosphere in there.
Bregman
Go.
puts a nice swing
Get on and
one.
go on and get
Nah.
$20 down the drain.
Uh-oh. Leotis and
This
Adelise
is
get
why-
close. And
You don't want to bet, Paxton.
that's a 1-2
You don't want to
tree
bet ever.
inning.
I just lost $20.
Did you really?
I'll never get it back.
That's tough.
Unless.
All right,
But
we
you
got
know
the
what?
WNBA
Derek Jeter
finals
drives a Grand
on.
Wagoneer.
Okay.
And that makes me warm inside.
Aces Liberty top left. We got
Oh
the
shoot.
Yeah.
Passion.
Is that over in Brooklyn? right
Yeah,
now?
it's 3.
Yeah.
It's 2 games to 1. It's a
Brooklyn.
best of 5 series. New York Liberty need to get back into this right here. Got Sabrina Niska,
Give New York something.
Well, I went around Yankee Stadium at CC's event and I asked which New York team is closest to a championship. No one said the Liberty. A lot
Which
of
is
people said
crazy.
Liberty in the chat, in the comments, but none of the people I spoke to, whether it was Mero from the Zeus and Mero,
That
or
place
formerly
is
of the Zeus and Mero.
bumping.
Sabathia picked the Jets. A lot of people picked the Rangers. Our guy Peter Rosenberg picked the Mets.
Oh,
And
that's
I reminded
a tough
him
one.
of that, how awful that pick was when I saw him in Las Vegas.
That's smart. You should.
He loves John Boy, though, Peter Rosenberg. At first, he wasn't a big fan.
He was playing a role.
Right.
Ooh.
He didn't like how much that
Cam-
Kay and LaGreca were talking about John Boy in
He
the
thought
air.
Kay was in on it. And he wasn't.
Joseph
Now
with
he is.
Oh, yeah.
the incredible
our guy.
comment. I appreciate you for being here every night, Jake. Yes. Snaps for Jake for
Jake
being
lives here.
every
He has a bed
dang
Rent.
night.
behind here. He has a kitchenette.
Is
He
this
makes
the part
Campbell's
of
soup.
Feels like an ironic time to say we won't be streaming tomorrow.
On that note, Jake is taking the night off tomorrow. He demanded it. He came in yesterday and said, he put his foot down. Literally.
good?
Both
He said, I am not coming
on the
tomorrow.
floor.
I am going to spend the night with my
Noodle
bride.
and Jess need you home.
I would say Jess misses me.
she's probably out of town.
Currently just double texted her to no response.
Double
So,
text to your
whatever.
wife is no
Whatever.
joke, bro.
That's I said retweet hi. So we're fighting. But that's the playoffs. That's 0 dark 30. That's LeBron in the playoffs.
This is the part of the playoffs, though, and like postseason, where you need that reset day.
Well, that was the thing. We kind of got that because last weekend, there was no games Friday, Saturday. So, like, I kind of had a normalish weekend. Brooklyn is ripping right now.
It is pretty lit.
We might head there at the half.
Might as well.
Baseball doesn't have halftime.
Uh-huh.
Texas Rangers lineup. Christian Javier takes the mound.
Okay.
Paxton, can you ask the chat where they're watching the match?
Yes,
from tonight?
chat. Let us know where you're watching from in 3, 2, 1, go!
Need it.
Who won the match?
This is
Need
my
it.
favorite part. It's like the wait.
You get the first 4 trickle in.
I think
Then
Ruco's on the call,
Then
too.
there's like 7 more, and you're like, oh wow, people are watching this, and then the screen goes crazy. First pitch from Javier,
Oop.
fastball high, Northport, Florida, some spring training down there.
South Carolina, Brazil.
Brazil.
You got Dallas.
Beatrice been here. Maryland, Costa
Nova
Rica,
Scotia.
Nova Scotia?
Francisco,
There
North
we go.
Mass, Great Falls, Johannesburg,
My
El
living room.
Paso, a Closet, Roanoke,
Ohio.
Alabama.
Sydney, Australia.
Hughes, the Moon,
That's cool.
Lufkin, Texas, College Station, a little college football,
Atlanta. at the
Alaska,
Hot,
Jackson,
man.
Tennessee, West
Hey.
Hollywood, Nebraska. Simeon pops one up.
Phillies. Puerto Rico. Paxton,
like-
Ohio.
Wow,
That's cool.
holy smokes.
Reno, Nevada, the greatest big small city.
Toronto, Poughkeepsie, New York, San Antonio, Gainesville. Well, wherever you guys are, you're here with us.
Yeah.
How about that?
my wife's boyfriend's house?
Oh no, that's where.
There
that's
are
tough.
things to
That's where I
unpack.
hang out.
Jess?
It's tough
Just
look.
text you back.
That,
Jess? Nope.
that explains
I'm
the
gonna
no
say
text.
hi again.
You at my wife's boyfriend's house?
She's probably just
Text?
busy.
Desperation times.
Corey Seager.
Oh.
Fastball,
Lot of pop-ups.
first pitch.
Pop.
And this is looking like a quick first inning.
Dude, last
Hey.
time I was on the stream with you and Jack, every time he looked up, there was 2 outs.
Mauricio Dubon.
We also
What
took
is
our
it
shoes
like
off.
streaming with Jack Doyle?
Well, we did a sock review live. We took
Live
our socks.
sock
We had an
review.
I
evolution.
like every single one that he
Soccer
posts.
review.
We had an evolution.
My favorite thing I look forward to
picture.
daily,
He
which
had
that
an-
says a lot about
He
me.
had an awful sock.
That was the sock.
That
or
was the
something.
craziest sock day.
His sock today
he
he
didn't even
posted
know.
was so
Didn't
long.
today
was
he
bizarre.
like he had one long sock and the other one wasn't?
Today his sock was so weird today because it was like really long but loose. Like, there was
Yeah,
no
the
cling.
heel part
the cling
and the toe
was
part
gone.
were not on the heel and toe.
Like, it takes a lot for a sock to lose its cling. Like this one clings to my leg. There was like so much space between it.
Yeah.
And really, it's like up to here.
It's
don't
it's one of
understand
those
that.
moments you realize he's operating in a different headspace.
Yeah. Oh, she's going in and she's scoring. Who is that?
And one. Oh,
Like her.
they're just
I know
sending it the
Brianna
other
Stewart.
way.
I know Sabrina Ionescu. I know there's a third. They have a big three. The Liberty.
New York City's new super team. Evan Carter fouls it straight back. That'll make it 1-2.
Text my spouse.
Chat. We will.
Taylor. He was wearing a no-show sock on the other foot. Of course he was.
We made no shows
I
too.
don't know if he's
Um,
okay.
Yeah, there were some homemade no-shows last stream.
I have not watched
Of a certain age, got
the
that.
Disney Channel original movies, but I think I'm gonna watch it and react to it on a video. I feel like that will be a very... Because I was a part of the discussion of what movies needed to be in there and what movies didn't, and they didn't know half the ones that I said out loud, which
Aladdin?
was concerning.
Was
I was
Aladdin?
worried about that. Because I think there's generations of
Yeah.
How about Aladdin?
those movies. Well,
I
they
said-
didn't do like those type of Disney movies,
No.
right? They did like Disney Channel.
Like
original.
Luck of the
so
Irish.
out on
I'm
that.
not in on those.
I'm so out on that.
But I've heard of that. Like all of my friends talked about those movies around me while I was busy watching Evan Carter in his
Obviously.
3-2 count.
Yeah.
And he gets his ticket
Quick
punched.
first inning,
Hey,
guys.
I
Jeez.
like quick.
Nerfy.
That was like a 7-minute inning.
Nerfy.
3 up, 3 down. Luck of the Irish. Brink, yes. They didn't know
Brink.
what Xenon was.
Huh.
Sabrina
I know
Ionescu.
the Zequel.
See? You at least know that.
Chat, as always, we are here for you tonight. We'll take any questions, comments, sports, life, hats.
Dating advice.
Did you see in my latest video that I did a deep dive on all of the people, or a handful of people here at the John Boy Media office on Wikipedia and Cameo.
That was good.
I heard there was a wiki video. I have not seen it yet.
Yeah, I kind of
I
stumbled
know Chris
into
Rose
it.
is involved. I saw your tweet.
You saw
on
my
it.
tweet about
That's
it?
what it was.
Yeah, I originally was just going to do like a Google search. Like I started with why do guys?
Right.
Oh God.
And it was like, why do guys have nipples? Why do guys think about the Roman Empire? And
I
I
have
decided to
nipples,
go
Greg.
that route. Ended up on Wikipedia, then did a deep dive and realized you don't have a Wikipedia page.
Brianna
Yeah.
Stewart.
I'm clear.
I think that might be the next thing I do on camera too.
I'm clear.
You're getting pretty
But
prolific enough
you
to
were
have one, Jake.
mentioned in Jimmy's and Trev's,
Yeah.
but you don't have one.
I'm
And Joe's McFly doesn't exist.
I like to picture myself as a motorcycle sidecar. Ideally with the dog in it wearing the goggles. And you're like, look at this. Look
Yep.
at what they did here.
Jake, you want to know my initial thoughts on you?
Okay.
Here we go.
Now we're really fucking talking.
We are
Let's
one
open it.
inning
Let's
in.
open it up tonight, people. Here
I
we
started
go.
Let's
watching
get
Talkin Yanks,
real.
2018. I was like, this guy, he's a little too much.
Mad dog face. It's a lot.
He's a little too much.
Depending
He's a
when you
little-
catch
I was
me,
like,
man.
I was like, is he just a goofy guy to Jimmy's like stats and insights? And then I was like, wait, oh, that was a pretty good take. And I was like, oh, whoa, he just did back-to-back good takes.
Common ball knower.
And then I found myself seeking out your takes and saying, this guy has better takes than Jimmy does.
Oh,
I was
hey
like,
now.
Jake's my guy.
did you look at that?
Next thing you know, I'm sitting next to him on a recliner
Watching a baseball
watching a
game.
baseball.
Having your brother throw bats at me in your backyard.
Yeah.
How the world turns.
I think a lot of people probably have that same arc on Jake's story. Huh?
I have a few questions in the chat. Do
Get
I
in
still
there.
believe Pete Alonso gets moved? You know what? Let's just ride with it. I've been saying the Dodgers are bad in postseason, and I've been in that rowboat for a while. Got a lot of hate for it. So we're going to stick with the Pete Alonso thing, too. I think he's going to get moved.
I think he's gonna get traded too.
Favorite warehouse interview was probably the one during Blitzball Blitz when I interviewed Jack Doyle after he did the fly. like he rolled and was like, yeah, Sports Center top 10 still exists. That's an iconic
That was off
quote.
of my bat,
Oh,
of course.
connected
It was.
to the room.
It was.
Of course.
Alvarez.
Oh my God! Look at those numbers.
Having a decent postseason. 0-1, very low strike called on him.
Numbies.
Fastball down the
1.7 OPS. That's it.
Fastball down the middle, fouled off. Yeah, early returns. I don't love this ball thing. I'll be honest.
I don't either. I don't like. What's the? It's just one more thing on the screen for me to.
Oh,
And he
shit.
hits Jordan in the
That was on
back
purpose.
ankle.
God, that.
That was a purpose pitch.
Daniel.
Purpose
Daniel.
Take out his Achilles.
I'll tell
That
you.
okay.
I didn't like where that hit.
That hurts. You know how some people. He even tried to
inside
like.
foot.
Okay, so that's here.
He even tried to pull it out of the way.
Ball of the foot? That would really hurt.
You know what I hate? I hate when. Oh, the inner part of the foot.
Yeah. I feel like those are sensitive little bones in there.
That got away from him so quick.
Look at him walking. He's not
Well, there's
putting
so
weight
many
on
bones
the. He's
in
not
the
putting weight on
Yeah,
the
those
inside.
two different feet.
So many bones in the foot. So much pressure on your foot.
That's like when I got that damn stress fracture from your event.
And
God.
Here we go. Let's
Why did
unpack
you wear
that.
Converses?
Because you told us that we were doing stationary things.
We added a running activity late.
You didn't tell me.
Whoopsie.
That.
When I looked over
Every-
and Chris was like,
opening it all up
Yeah.
tonight.
that was tough.
A lot of cans of
Every
worms.
time that day, I was like, you're like, why did you wear Converse? I was like, you didn't tell me we were doing a running activity.
But
You said
still.
we were standing still, and you just walk away.
went for
You
fashion.
wouldn't address it.
I was trying to
Dash fun.
focus on the content. I knew you'd be fine.
LA Dodger Kid 714. I didn't break a bone, but I had a nasty like stress fracture on my foot. I have doctors in my family, so luckily I didn't have to go spend an obscene amount of money. I just couldn't really walk normal for about.
There's a limp.
Joez McFly suffered a herniated disc in his back for lifting up a tire that no one
I mean,
told
it
him
was
to lift
pretty
up.
bad.
No one told him to lift that tire.
My
Wasn't even part of the combine.
My commute to the office typically takes about 20 minutes, and from me walking to my apartment and getting to the office, it took me an hour and 37 minutes because I was walking so slow.
Remember, I think the following day we had the Secret Santa video.
We had the Christmas shopping, and Zoe was my partner. He was such a trooper. He was like, "Why are you doing this?" I was like, "Just smile. I'm sorry I'm taking so
She put
long."
you in like a motorized cart and drove around the city.
And then my store was closed. That was fun. We should do that again.
Secret Santa coming up. I was
Oh,
just in a drawing the other day.
Our Halloween costume event will be happening live on Jam Live.
Is that on Halloween?
Yeah, baby.
There's going to be a Halloween stream, too. The 1-2 to Abreu. Scherzer looking okay.
Yeah,
Scherzer looking
Scherzer's on,
good.
guys. Scherzer's on. This could be an
Scherzer.
X factor for the Rangers.
Strikes out.
This is like Scherzer's thing here. Like, all right, you had a lost season and you're towards the end of your career. You put together 4 good starts, 5-6 innings of 1 2-run ball, strike out 5 or 6.
Well, it's,
That could be enough for the Rangers to get them to a World Series title.
you wonder how he's actually feeling. Right now, he looks fine.
It's always
Ugly
this part for
face
him.
when he's.
It's always this part for
Yeah.
him. This area of Scherzer, it's like me after I throw blitz balls.
Well, it looks like
all day
his
long.
follow through has an extra follow through almost. Something about his wind up.
It's always that muscle you never heard of in his shoulder or his back or his. That's always bugging him. Hell yeah, Canobio.
I'm so
Hell yeah.
lost in the chat. Zoe was like her bored son in the Christmas shopping video.
Tom Ace is my ace.
He was. I took a picture of him in front of Macy's and everything.
Sweet Lorenzo.
There's one important chat I think we missed before. They asked, can you ask the guy in the middle to slip his shoes off and put his feet up? So I don't know, just worth thinking about.
Seventh inning.
We need a little more super chat money for
I did
that.
see someone ask if Jake dressed like SeatGeek tonight. The good Lord works in mysterious ways. That's all I'll
He
say.
did not.
Michael Linder, first ever super chat.
Whoop, whoop.
Thank you, Michael Linder. Jake's faces remind me of Derek Zoolander today. Go Rangers. Yeah, there's a little Zoolander. It's also Mad Dog Russo inspired whenever
Today's
I'm
his
doing
birthday.
that. Really?
Yeah. His
Fellow-
son posted a nice
Fellow Libra.
picture of him. His son, I remember when his son was born. I go way back with Mike and the Mad Dog. I remember when his son was born. Because Mike, he was a late dad. Late dad? Is that the right term?
Dan, don't go old on us this quickly.
I was just thinking, you
Don't talk
read my mind.
Don't talk about Mad Dog's son being born.
I remember the episode where Mad Dog's son was born.
I'm like, I feel like Dan is just really encompassing the dad sitting in a recliner right now.
All right, there's a demographic for this out there. There's a John Boy over 30 that loves my stories.
We just gotta, if you're over 30 and watching, tell Dan
If you're
you
over
love his-
and you're over 30, you
tell
want to
Dan
admit
you
it,
love his stories.
and you want to admit it in the chat, I would love to hear from you.
Interesting, tough. Scherzer did not look great there to Tucker. Bounced a couple, walks him, and now hit by pitch to Jordan. Walks Tucker, first and second, 1 out. Mauricio Dubon up, who's been a solid utility guy for them
Agree,
this year.
Taylor.
Taylor, I see that.
Keep it rolling.
Taylor loves my stories. There you go.
That's what someone old says.
That's
when people
literally
don't
what
like
a
their
dad says.
stories.
Like,
That's what
"He
someone says when
loves
you're
my
old and they
stories."
don't.
Look at all these people. I love
Yeah.
Dan's stories.
Taylor comes. Taylor loves
Dan, I
coming
love your
over.
stories. 36 and I
Taylor,
love. Oh, look at this, bro.
Tell
It's
him he loves
pouring
my
in.
stories.
Mauricio
Up, down,
Dubon.
Oh,
Evan Carter, the kid, and Jordan can't make the turn. I don't know if he
Bases
scores
loaded
on
up.
that normally, but he did just get hit in the
Dude, come
foot.
on. Look at this.
Hey, everyone's sharing their age. We thank you. Don't feel forced to reveal your
I
age.
think we're going to have to do a new segment where I just tell
Dan
old
could
ass
be my
stories.
grandfather.
We'll
Jay in
do-
baseball. 26.
I want to tell you about a train.
Tell you a story about the bridge.
The
Let me
locomotive.
tell you about this. Taylor, tell him that you love my stories. You love my stories.
Taylor, get in here.
I was just saying how you love my story. You love my
I
stories.
was telling Taylor a story this morning. Taylor.
What was
Faye
it? The
knows.
newspaper, right?
Faye knows. I lived some years. I put some mileage
I
on.
do love your stories, Dan.
Thank you. Taylor.
I can see Taylor right now sitting and watching this, just chuckling to herself, like, what the hell is going on?
Taylor's out right now.
I remember when Mad Dog's son was born. It's an insane thing to say.
It is.
But now
It
he's
is.
the coach.
That's crazy.
He's now a fucking assistant coach of a basketball team,
Ooh, sure.
college basketball team.
It's a big zone tonight.
Everyone
Scherzer
cares.
gets a 1-0 inside fastball called. Former World Series MVP. People forget, Dan.
Tell us about the Great
I
Depression.
wanted you to bring up one of your old World Series MVPs there.
Let's think Scott Brocious, 98.
Big
Kurt Gibson.
1-1 pitch. Goes in with
Huge
the
out.
fastball. Jams him. Who's going to catch it?
Let the center fielder catch it. She's on his back foot.
Yeah.
He's got it, like,
Wow.
do
Big
we
out.
think he's hurt? His foot?
Yeah, maybe.
I think he's fine for this game. I think.
But you don't think he's going to push it
He's
on
not
things
a
like
not
that?
a speed guy anyway. I
Yeah.
don't. Either way, he's not getting that one. It'll be something to watch. Like right now, adrenaline.
Right.
Good pitch. Look at the movement on
It's
that.
also the second.
Yeah. Like I think next Jordan at bat, because he's DHing, so he just sits around between at bats.
Yeah.
So if he hits a ground ball, if he hits a chopper next at bat, very interested to see him run.
How many pitches do you think
Wow.
Scherzer has in him tonight?
How's he getting that?
Just hitting the inside corner, or it's a big zone tonight.
I was about to say, I
75,
think it's
80?
a big zone. It
I
feels
think-
a little off.
I think his last sesh they said was 60, but that wasn't a playoff game, so I don't know. I don't know.
What, the
Push
amount
him.
of pitches?
Oh,
Uh-oh.
no.
Oh, yeah.
Gets away, and there's Jordan.
There you
Moving
go.
well enough, and Houston gets on the board first, the almighty first run. Wowzers, Bowsers. Man, that's the 9th hitter,
can't do that.
Maldonado. You can't do that.
How long is Scherzer's leash?
Well, it doesn't feel like it because it's Max Scherzer and the 9-hole hitters up, but it could get very short, depending the next couple pitches. Good jump by Jordan there. If he doesn't get a good jump there, they might have a shot at him.
James
Jonah
the Pro. He knows that story about the guy stalking from the airplane. Oh, there you go.
Maldonado,
All right.
it gets by Young. Carter comes up throwing. They're not
3-0,
going to get him.
just like that.
Ooh, okay.
And would you look at that?
You remember how I started this off and I was like, oh, I would love for this to stay a one-run game.
Good.
It already is not.
They
come back.
threw
Rangers can get on
they
board.
threw Maldonado out at second, trying to advance. Let's see. Oh, he's out.
Yeah, he's just out.
God, how the M's get those right, I'll never know. And the Houston
that left line.
Astros
Okay.
jump on top, tree nutting early. Wild pitch / pass ball, and then Martin Maldonado, the old sly fox, sits fastball after they bounce a pitch, because they know they're probably thinking, why did we just bounce a curveball?
Yeah.
And it's 3-0 Houston.
So I was just one of my little mini rant about how Scherzer can parlay a bad season and go on a little bit of a run. Gives up 3 runs in the second inning.
Well, again, part of the problem with this postseason that everyone's alluded to.
Wow.
3 runs isn't a bad thing if your team scores 3 runs.
Yeah, true.
Texas
But we just
is-
have not seen that.
What are they?
this
6-0 or
postseason.
7-0? 6-0.
7-0, I
7-0. They haven't been down many games.
think. No.
So this is interesting for Texas. They're kind of in uncharted territory for them. This is interesting. Got a game.
Big
Houston
inning.
up.
Big inning for Javier.
Got a game at least.
So, I'm going to ask a question,
Sure.
and it is strictly curiosity. Do not come for me.
Oh, okay. We're opening it up tonight.
Is Max Scherzer, like, worth the hype?
Oh. It's an interesting question.
Yeah. And it's a genuinely, like, I'm genuinely curious.
I would say, well, Dan, you're the old wily vet
Yeah.
here.
You mean like in terms of, let's make a big deal that he's going to be pitching in this series?
I mean, he's stated to be, like, one of the best of the best.
Yeah, I think his name is bringing more than his actual abilities now.
That's what I'm asking. If
Yeah.
he's worth the hype. If
What-
his, like, the hype behind his name is matched with his.
Yeah, it's not adding up anymore. But even when I saw
Performances.
the pictures of him in the clubhouse, with the crazy face and all that, he'll be back. I was like, okay, well, what are we getting excited about? We're not getting excited about
Like,
prime
right?
Max
Like,
Scherzer.
did he lose his, like, the fear that he instills when he's on that mound?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. I think Max
Good question.
Scherzer, like if you're making an all-time top 5 starting pitchers, he has an argument to be in there.
Right.
I think awards-wise, he is.
Yeah.
I think
I would agree.
Crazy career.
I think just how you view guys, you could say no. That him coming back for the playoffs, like, I don't know, that's comparable to, like, I don't know, if Kevin Durant came back in a game 6 of a playoffs and was out and is back, like, I don't know, you're going to think he's got a shot to be good.
Yeah. I mean, he can put up 20 points just like I thought Max can give you 5 innings and for a team that's like looking for pitching.
If Max was good tonight, would not have been shocked. If Max is not good tonight, wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah.
But it's like a perfect setting for him, I thought, because you're not asking for 30 starts. You're asking for 3 starts.
Yeah.
And towards the end of his
Up
career.
2-0. But yeah, I mean, he didn't get to rehab or anything. Not gonna. No excuses.
Liberty's up 8, 7, 8. I can't even add.
So it looks like
Can't even read.
our umpire has a big inside corner to righties
Yeah.
or away to lefties.
Yeah.
But not the other side of the
Yeah.
place.
I agree with that.
1-1 from Javier if you're syncing with us at home.
Yeah.
Chopper, Alex Bregman,
That's an arm.
LSU go Tigers. Kelsey was just
Wet
down
ball,
there.
he
She
said.
was, yeah.
How about
I talked
He
to her a
said
little
wet
bit.
ball?
She enjoyed it.
How do you get a wet ball inside of a dome? Do?
Oh, you don't
Moisture.
expect Young to pick that, but would have been saved 2 runs.
Carter, anyone else watch these without watching the game?
Just
Sometimes we
streaming?
give you play-by-play.
Hey, you get enough updates.
Yeah.
We'll give you play-by-play.
You get some of Dan's tales.
Yeah, you
Can't
get
bring
a.
yourself to watch the whole thing.
Where were you for the first boxing match?
Good old Jack Dempsey.
Oh, Dan, that's a good conversation I would love to have
Ooh.
with you. Is
Old
obviously this whole Showtime thing came out.
Yeah.
Big news for the boxing world. Do you think that is detrimental for boxing, or do you think it's going to open up for a lot more opportunity and creativity?
It's definitely not good thing. Anytime like a institution like Showtime that's been in the boxing business for 37 years.
That'd be like a Fox Sports or an ESPN for normal sports going okay.
But it's more indicative of like how people are consuming content. Like people no longer really have Showtime. It's getting folded into Paramount. It was a decision that people made way above Showtime, way above Paramount, that we are getting out of sports. We're getting out of a ton of things.
Time pops up.
Time pops up for Carter, who's not watching the game. I'm excited about the future. Like, I know Amazon Prime is looking to get into live sports, and they are having conversations.
They definitely
with
have the
PBC.
funds for it.
They have 150 million subscribers. Someone yesterday was like, "Well, how many of those watch boxing?" It's like, well, less than 1% would be a million. So that's a lot. So I'm excited about what the future holds in terms of like bringing it into streaming.
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
DVD Supercut.
I can imagine that. I mean, Amazon kind of proved that they can do live sports once they got Thursday Night Football.
Don't they have Premier League?
They're in the mix.
Yeah.
They're Amazon.
It's Amazon.
Amazon and
come on.
Apple.
Baseball.
Huge. Tom Ace, I miss HBO.
Amazon
Big time.
and Apple.
I miss HBO.
They were a family. They were like the sixth Canobio sibling.
HBO boxing.
Sixth Canobio kid was HBO boxing back in the day.
Netflix will never be able to capitalize on live sports.
No, they don't. HBO Max has.
And they don't need to.
They don't need
Netflix,
it.
Netflix doesn't need to.
Sometimes the streaming
Apple,
service
You got a nice thing going.
They
Apple, Amazon Prime. Those are the two. I would put so much money on.
Yeah,
in the
Peacock
next,
is getting into boxing and it's getting to live sports.
I think in the next like 5 to 10 years, it's going to be like 3 streaming services, and that's it.
There's just too many streaming services now.
Ooh.
Tables, you got the streaming.
Oh, we have someone who has a crush on Zach.
So I was crushed on
And
that.
BBD is
Lives there.
bagels. So we've got apparently a very hot
Back-to-back comments.
What's the show, Amazon, that you're talking about?
Is that still Zach's
Backwards Knees.
Huh?
They spent $1 billion on a TV show? Which one was that?
Amazon?
3-1
Javier.
gets the fastball past Garver. 3-2, 2 outs for Javier to have a clean inning or not a clean inning. Eugene Krabs. Philly's going to cook both of these teams. Well, whichever one makes it to the World Series.
Crap.
Javier comes at him, and Mitch Garver
Good swing.
Up.
on at the stadium. But they're not
It's in the
playing
third
there.
row at the stadium.
Not playing there. When will we get John Boy Plus streaming? You're getting it right now.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Free. You're
is it.
welcome. Yeah.
Zach, calm down in there.
Zach with the frogs.
Put that
Zach.
away.
Zach with the frog.
Put it away.
Hot booth update.
Damn it.
Zach, you got to stop with that.
It's
man.
absolute chaos in
It's
there.
all filled up on Baja Blast.
Frozen Baja.
Wrapped
Blast.
up, all right?
I want to let you guys know something. Me, Zach, and BBD had a lot of Taco Bell minutes before the stream. We could have a Blastiano situation.
Oh.
Easily.
If you
Irish.
know what Blastianos is, then you know.
They've been here.
Ronnie
if you don't know-
felt the need to tell me that he was audibly laughing at our original Blastianos.
We just kept
Sure.
rolling with it.
He said he was home laughing by himself. 'Cause
It was pretty good.
I haven't seen any JM celebs in the chat yet.
No.
Tom
Everyone's
Ace, what are you talking
slacking.
about?
Well, no. Excuse me.
The Tom Ace.
Inside JM celebs.
Oh, right. The
Ronnie
Ronnies.
Urez.
I think Ronnie
Ronnie is
and
hot
Zoe, I
in
think
the
we're hanging
chat.
out.
Steven Jezik.
Anthony Jizzleneck.
Lorenzo. We got Ice 2.
Jenna, what's up? She got $500 of SeatGeek money.
Yeah, Jenna.
Where you gonna go? What are you gonna see? What are you gonna do?
We got frogs.
What's
we
with-
got crabs. We got.
Never had Taco Bell.
We have Tom Ace
Liar.
with the Blastianos.
Yo, Taco Bell was good. As long as you don't overdo it. I just had 2 tacos.
What's your go-to order at Taco Bell? Because mine's the exact same.
Well, I can't eat flour,
Taylor,
so I just go
guys.
hard taco.
Taylor, you're required to be here, and you're not even here, so you're kind of out. Not to Joez McFly you're out.
You got a wrench next to your name, you're out.
If I go to Taco Bell,
Don't give him that much power.
Don't give Ronnie the wrench.
Don't give Ronnie.
I didn't do it.
Take his wrench away.
Ronnie the wrench, pretty good 20s nickname
Ronnie
for your
French,
mechanic.
French or something.
Blastianos.
I usually go Crunchwrap Supreme chicken instead of beef. And then there's going to be a plus one, and that's usually got some flex. Sometimes that Fritos burrito thing they're pumping out.
Yeah, they had that.
Now that they've got the touchscreen, you can really go any which way with it.
If I feel
You can make shit up.
I feel like the world is my oyster.
It was a humanless Taco Bell cantina. We went
An
to.
interesting super chat counter from Morgan Hahn. Mr. Krabs, Astros will roast the Phillies just like last year. Oh, face!
It's almost like a.
Fired.
Earlier super.
We got like an auction going on here.
Mr.
Morgan and Eugene are going.
Krabs. We got beef in the chat.
And they're
Beef in the
throwing
chat.
down.
We got
dollars.
beef in Dan.
Beef and crabs.
Alex Waldner wants to know how the shepherd's pie was at the Conor McGregor event. It was tasty.
What night was that? They're all blurring together
Yeah, it
for
was
me.
2 nights ago.
Ball one to
I had
Altuve.
I had the gum in my pants.
That's right.
A Blastianos myself.
You did have a ton. It looked like a bird pooped on you.
You know what I did? I took them to the cleaners today, and I had to tell the woman, like, you got to get this out.
I don't get.
Did you tell her a story when you
Also-
dropped off your pants?
She
Probably.
barely understands me.
Let's see. Any
Gotta pick it up
update from
tomorrow.
Jess? We got a text.
Yeah!
We got a text.
Hey.
Yep. What'd she say?
Hello.
Dan's loafers that night.
Just finished 5 hours of calls. Melting face emoji. Taking noodle out so you don't have to.
What an
Heart emoji.
Jake, that's so nice, man. Happy for you.
I'm gonna say love you. The chat thought you
Okay.
were.
Scherzer.
Oh, I'm not gonna send that.
I'm gonna be honest.
I just thought you were at your boyfriend.
Just stop.
There was rumors.
Good to know.
Rumors were circulating.
Chat is litty kitty tonight. No joke. Texas two-step on the game.
If there was a John Boy calendar, what month would each of you
Didn't we,
want?
like, talk about that?
I'd
Discuss
want
that last year?
October. It's my birthday. It's a power baseball month. I just know that's a popular month.
Mr.
I would want
October.
April since it's my.
Oh, that's gone.
Did he?
Is it?
He sure did.
That is a Altuve swing right there.
May have bet him to homer before the game.
I.
Because he's Jose Altuve, and it's a
4-0
big game for them.
Astros, Altuve.
I've seen this.
How many is that for his career in October? I need to know.
1 million.
At least. It's got to be over 20, right?
What? How many home runs?
Playoff home runs he has now.
What's your guess?
Dustin Reese can't tell the wife what the chat thinks. LOL.
It's true. It's true. Just don't. It's
Come
between us.
on.
It's between
We're
us,
out with
guys.
the buddies. This is happy hour.
I have that as number 25.
Wow.
How many games?
11.
This is number 99.
Number 99.
That's pretty cool.
Tired of the
When
blowouts,
did
Pat?
Altuve-
But
It's number 453.
there
When
it
did
is.
Altuve
They're
come
on to
up?
us, guys.
I mean, there's literally a graphic for that.
Manny having
Michael
29.
Brantley
is
puts a charge into one. That's not going to have the legs, though.
Yeah.
nuts. Scherzer's not missing any bats tonight.
Henry, I did want a close game, and here we are.
Yeah.
It's still early.
This guy, man. How's he even get to that pitch?
Bro, he's got... The bat is huge. He uses number 1. It's the torque.
How old is Altuve?
That's almost
33?
second deck.
I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna say 33.
Sad kid shot.
He's been around for a while. He was on those really bad Astro teams.
When did
That's the pitch.
when did he come?
2013?
He made his
13 or
debut
14,
in 13.
something like that.
He made his debut.
Yeah. They were
So
bad.
he's like, wow, 10 years.
He was the original guy that came up, and then Springer around him, Bregman.
Yeah, Bregman was a 15.
They might have been on that cover of Sports Illustrated, like the Astros will win the World Series
Yeah.
in the next 5 years or something, which is kind of. Oh, look at this.
Okay, real quick rant. I hate these interviews. They're pointless. You're never gonna get anything from it, and you're taking a guy away from his team when he just did something great.
Yes.
What is the value of this?
2011 debut.
He's not going to give you anything.
He's also trying to answer as quickly as possible. He doesn't care. You can see it in his face and body language. I hate these. Just annoyed.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you.
Who's wrangling him? A
Thank
Fox
you guys.
person?
Thank you for supporting me.
Fox producer?
Wow, Altuve was on the NL Astros.
Yeah.
Ooh.
People
Crazy,
forget.
Crazy. Been around for a while.
Hey, you know what? Interviewing Nikki Cass is completely different. And I also don't interview that much in game anymore for this reason.
Morgan Fost, who is on the All JM All-Star team, not the All Inside JM All-Star team, but the All JM All-Star. Pax Spittin' Facts.
Pax Facts.
Pax, that's the new segment.
Pax Facts.
Pax facts.
That's easy.
I like that.
Like
Whatever the
Snapple
topic
Facts.
is.
You know, I do.
I can't hear you.
You're unlimited.
I can't
Pax
hear
Facts.
you, man.
That's done.
I like that.
Maddie Mass. Pax Facts. Show me the Carfax.
Pax facts.
Stop. We're not doing that.
I'm gonna write
tonight.
that down.
Write that down.
That's
That's
a good one.
done.
We're not doing that tonight.
That's out.
That's a good one.
Not doing that tonight.
Off
Nikki
limits.
Cass here.
I'm not doing that.
Let's talk about Nikki Cass today. Nicholas Casano.
Anyone in the office follow F1? Do we have a go-to F1 fan?
We do NASCAR.
If-
a pretty big F1.
Ronnie watches F1.
Diversa's into a lot of stuff.
Like
Ronnie
everything.
also.
Yeah.
We
Yo,
don't.
Diversa is the most diverse sports fan.
Oh my god.
I heard that, Zach. Through the window. Huh.
Zach chimed.
Diversa knows a little bit about
Diversa
everything.
knows a lot about a lot.
He knows boxing. He was
Morgan,
like
you
telling
can
me things about
subscribe at
boxing.
Girls and Co.
Boom.
Lots of new content coming there.
We if Mike De Leon's not a Formula One guy, I quit.
He's more of a NASCAR guy.
I hand in my
No,
fashion-wise.
F1 is way too
Fashion-wise.
ritzy, way too. It's way too popular for.
But
Mike
there's a
De
lot
Leon.
of technology involved.
He
It's
probably
like
understands that, but Mike
it's
is
like
more
a
of a
technology
NASCAR
I
guy.
don't think we have anyone that's. I mean, the closest we have is Pinnock is a big NASCAR guy.
And I
Don't-
think you've just offended both groups of people by saying
Don't bring up
neither
F1
of them
around
want to be
Panic.
lumped
It's
together.
literally the closest thing, and it's the farthest thing.
We went to Chicago for the street race, not F1, for NASCAR, and
There's a couple jokes made.
Panic wasn't appreciating the jokes.
No.
And Skinner, they're real NASCAR fans, and we were learning about the sport that weekend.
NASCAR fans
Gatekeepers.
are a just different breed.
I met Austin Cindric.
I saw someone ask, I think it was Phoebe asked, best bromance in the office. Zach and BBD, always.
That's like a
Always
long-standing.
eligible.
Yeah, they're like Rachel and
Foundational.
Ross.
That's yeah.
relationship.
That's some years they've been, what's it? Uncontested.
Courtney, Cobus, and Sarah have a nice relationship.
Yeah, she got ice. They've tried to lay.
That's a
I
good
mean,
one.
Zoe and Jack in a
But
way.
that's an obvious.
Zoe and Ronnie,
Zoe and Ronnie sneaky.
Ooh,
I approve of it.
Ronnie's
You
got a
wanna-
lot of bromances.
You want to
though,
know
no?
a quiet one?
Everybody wants to be Ron's number one.
Yeah, Ronnie's the Ben. He's the
A
best.
quiet one is Zoe and Joez and their tea chats.
Dan and Joe's, I love Joe's.
They have become tea partners, which is interesting. Joe's is tough because he's kind of has a connection with everyone.
I feel like our new finance guy Tony is looking for a BFF.
You think he's looking at you?
Yeah, we chat. You know, I mean,
Veteran Italians.
the first day I made sure to go over to him, his first day in the office, and I was like, Tony Capabianco, Dan Kenobi.
Does Lucas Diversa have a
Capabianco.
true?
He's everyone's friend, Lucas. He's
Jake
always
in the
in a
SeatGeek pillow. Yes.
Steve.
Steve in the booth.
Trying to think anyone
Steve
else.
and Dre have the toxic bromance. It's like that toxic
Ooh.
relationship but they love each other.
I love
Yeah.
Rob Sirocco.
Rob's kind of an initial bromance with anyone.
Rob is literally one of my favorite
Pax and
humans.
Joe's have a bromance. It's not wrong.
A little bit.
Oh. Me and Joe's have a nice thing going. We don't do a lot of on-camera stuff together, but now we are, and we're starting to build an on-screen romance.
Forming.
Getting to learn what makes Joe's tick, what makes him laugh.
What makes him tick?
Yeah, me and Joe's actually, I told Joe's the first day I met him that we were going to be friends, and he was like, okay, cool. And then the next day he called me and invited me to a Yankees game, and we've been tied ever since.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I remember that. I was like,
First
"We
day of
next
school.
Literally,
door."
it was like 2 days of me being here.
Rob
and he was like,
reminds me
what are
of a
you
hot
doing
version
today?
of Steve-O is very accurate. He kind of has the same voice.
Yeah.
Too. Rob in his now role as executive producer of JM Live, I feel like he was like born to do that.
He is.
He's
He's good.
so
From
good
the
at
show.
it.
He's good.
He's introducing topics. He's cutting up segments. He had us completely fooled on that airplane stalker. If you haven't seen it, go check it out on the JM Entertainment page. It's very funny.
No, Samuel, I think Rose and Trev.
Yeah.
Actually, Rose and Rob Sirocco.
Yeah. Little father-son.
Definitely father son.
Little father-son. Little, you know,
then-
they even had some hurdles
Jake and
together.
Plouffe and BBD. That's a good one.
We've had some chats.
Jolly and Jack Sorensen.
Ooh, Nathaniel Lowe
Well, they're
just
related.
misses one. Yeah.
Chris Rosen Stadium.
They spend holidays together, Jack
There's
and
in
Jack.
certain tournaments, Jolly and I have gotten pretty
Yeah.
tight.
Yeah.
Mm.
You got some like hook line.
There's a beard
Oh,
connection
back door.
there. Good ball movement by the
Dude, they're
Liberty.
whipping that ball around. That's the shot you settle on? Come on. Give me a break.
Ball stops for 1 second. Javier, heavy fastball tonight.
20
First time
fastball.
through the Rangers lineup.
Looks like my pitch
25
distribution.
pitches. Wow, that's crazy.
Josh Young. I want to say he missed the ball by Maldonado, but as an athlete, that's what he's telling himself.
up in there.
Hello.
Oh.
Hey, how are
Give him a
you?
little haircut.
How you doing, Bob? I mean, Booney, yeah. Good handshakes. If you're Texas, you rally now or you go down 1-2-3 and be sad for a little bit.
I haven't seen any offense that is giving me hope
Yeah.
from the Texas.
Texas really hasn't seen.
Have we had a game where we have seen like equal offensive power?
I mean, the game of the playoffs so far has been the one Braves-Phillies game.
Yeah,
Game 2.
that's probably that's the one that pops in my mind. But outside of that,
I think there was another game that had equal hits, but one of the teams just didn't score. I'm blanking on what that was. As Young swings through a high fastball to make it 2-2.
2-2.
was it Twins Astros?
Could have been a Twins-Astros
I think
game.
that last Twins Astros game was actually pretty good. We
Could have
thought it
been a
was
Twins-Astros
close
game.
to being a good game.
But, yeah. Not so fast, my
Candace
friend.
Parker?
What?
Is that her? Yeah.
Go Vols.
Wow.
She's on the Aces. She's not playing, obviously. She's in street clothes. This girl at the
Snakes
line is
Brewers.
married to
Snakes Brewers
Kels-
feels like years
Darren Waller.
ago.
Kelsey Plum, right?
Chrissy Plum is married to Darren Waller.
Yep.
She's a baller.
And the only reason that came out was because the coach wasn't invited, got bitter, and accidentally leaked it
Oops.
to the media in an interview.
Oops.
Awkward.
Ooh. Down and away slider gets the call. Young back to the bench with the tail between his legs.
I don't
Imagine.
like zeros. Unless it's 0-0.
Good pitch.
Imagine if people had tails.
That guy from Shallow Hal had one.
Okay.
George Costanza.
Good flick.
Good, very good flick. I always stop and give it 10 minutes when I see it on.
Tavares. Strike down the middle from Javier. What was going on in Giggle Booth over there?
Eugene Krabs and Morgan Hahn in the chat still just going at it.
I know they are. I've been watching it.
Oh.
I've been watching it.
It's like when people argue in my mentions on Twitter.
chat
they go on for
rivalry.
days.
Nuts joke involved.
Bikini Bottom resident.
Yeah, I believe Eugene was just called the Philly resident, so he was offended.
It's like a bad thing.
Javier
We're from
just-
Bikini Bottom.
Oh.
You know what?
Oh.
Christina asked a group of us in here today. I guess she got
Oh,
an email
shit.
about
Eugene
something
went there.
with horoscopes and card reading or something like that. Asked Pinnock if he would be into that, and he was like, no, absolutely not. But then we found him searching it and trying to understand more. Can you imagine Pinnock in doing something
Answer's
like that?
no.
Panic doing anything is awesome. He said he's never been out for a steak dinner in New York.
I walked in on him today going on a rant about how incredible Cheesecake Factory is.
Oh, that was a big part of JM Live. Is this woman wouldn't get out of the car because the guy took her to Cheesecake Factory.
Cheesecake Factory is a great place.
It was probably fake, but still.
If someone took me to Cheesecake Factory, to Chili's is unmatched.
You go to Cheesecake Factory and your date is into it and you're having a good time, and maybe, whether it's ironically or unironically.
Look, is Cheesecake Factory original? No.
Still
But
awesome.
is it consistent? Yes.
Their menu is insane.
They have 75 pages of menu that
Their
you can
burger
choose from.
menu was like 4 pages long.
I think you just got referenced in the chat as Shia. I think that's a
LaBeouf?
Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, I've gotten
reference
that
for
a
you.
lot
Really?
over the years.
I could say if you mess around with your facial hair, you can get there.
When I was younger, when I had a little more, you know what I mean?
No.
bit. I think if you smushed our faces together, you could end up near Shia LaBeouf.
Josh, we did cover the 48 oyster situation. That was insane. Imagine slurping 48 oysters on a first date,
No.
then
I
asking
just
what's
picked up
next.
my Applebee's. Good for you.
Come on,
Applebee's
guys.
was not really my favorite. I was more of an
No.
O'Charlie's and Chili's gal, but I still respected
Applebee's was huge in like 7th, 8th grade. Parents would drop us off
Chili's
there.
in a new tier than Applebee's.
Should we? You know what I've always wanted to do, and people are going to judge me for saying this, but I'm going to say it anyway. I've always wanted to go to the Olive Garden in Times Square.
Don't.
Why?
Do it.
So salty.
Opposite of him.
Okay.
Go tomorrow. Go tonight.
Unlimited breadsticks.
And salad?
The salad's really good.
Salad slaps.
The
Nice.
entrees are whatever.
Nice first pitch slider to Simeon. Tavares, the 9-hitter, walked. They're showing his stolen base numbers with 2 outs. In the top of the lineup coming up, maybe. Would like to see Simeon get a swing on it. Maldonado with a very dramatic pick.
That was nice.
Outback Steakhouse.
If only Heim did that, it'd be 3-0.
I don't know if this is a story I'm supposed to tell.
Oh,
I
even
guess
better.
it's not really.
Unpacking today.
My Jess, the
Yep.
one who didn't text me previously, her runner going 1-1 count.
Rob Sirocco in the chat.
Yes, I think Rob's our first
Go to Buffalo
non-required
Wild Wings. Hell yeah.
It's my guy, Robbie.
I got that a couple weeks ago.
JM insider who was showed up tonight. Jess told me her father hates Outback Steakhouse, and I was like, whoa. It's like, hate's a hard word.
What'd they do? to him?
Why?
He had a chance to invest in them very early, and he
Oh.
declined. And
Interesting.
You know the
Funny
rest
story.
is history. Is he like
Similar-
an investor?
I mean, he's
Is he business
done decent in life living in the Florida area, and I
Nice.
think it was just connections and an opportunity.
What cool. Oh, $25.
Oh no!
Oh, my
Eugene
God.
Krabs is sending. I think that's Canadian money, so that's probably like 35 cents. But Eugene Krabs sending darts back and forth. The chat. If you're watching us without the chat up, you might want to get in.
Does your butt
Yeah,
ever
it's
get
getting-
jealous
it's
of the
getting
crap
fun.
that comes out of your mouth? Isn't it amazing?
It's just all time. That's from
Wow.
your generation.
Yeah.
We used to use
Back in
those.
my
Back in my day, you didn't have to cuss to get the point across.
Simeon
Oh,
chops
well.
one.
Nice
You
play,
don't want to
Pena.
hit it to that guy. Oh,
Shit.
the heck!
Well, that's not cool.
Don't drop that da. There she is.
Simeon goes
It's
back
Ray.
and touches first.
That was interesting. Is he still
Give me a
standing? Is he
replay.
staying?
He never tagged him. Was he on the base?
Are you
Could we get-
challenging it?
Could we get one more?
No?
No
Okay.
challenge?
All right, we're going to commercial.
Cool.
Must be not usually challenge.
Give us the
usually
Scrubs,
stay on the
guys.
screen.
Cool.
You guys ever watch Scrubs?
Yeah.
Wasn't my show.
Oh yeah.
I was more Grey's Anatomy.
Scrubs is so good.
Do you?
I might start Grey's Anatomy again.
She who
We
will not
talked
be
about
named,
that last time.
the lady who didn't text me earlier,
Your wife.
she is watching Grey's Anatomy.
Was she on?
She started watching about 2 weeks ago, and she's like in the third or fourth season.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Uh,
I stopped in like season 12, but I need to
one
run it
of
back.
Season 12 was insane.
one of
They got like
the
20 seasons.
one of the sporadic times I was home over the past couple weeks, the famous Grey's Anatomy
Voice
fairy
fires?
episode
Oh yeah.
was on.
Yeah.
Just tons of blood and death.
Yeah,
love
there's a
that.
handful.
And that
Love
wasn't
that.
that wasn't what I was looking for in my free time home, but
You.
happy for her happiness.
I've come to realize don't like a lot of the things that Jess. and I
Content-wise,
agree on.
we are opposites.
like
Death
the,
podcast, no.
Jake likes Oz.
Murder podcast,
Yeah, the
no.
murder podcast. I'm a big advocate of murder mystery podcasts and serial killer podcasts when I drive alone, especially.
Why?
Because there's a stat that just came out. I don't know who did the stat or if it's true, but gas stations are the most dangerous place for women.
That's not contributing
alone.
to.
So I want to get out of the car and be like, ugh, you've killed someone. There's a dead body in that
Oh, so you're
truck,
saying it
and I
raises
don't
your
trust you."
awareness?
Yeah.
I think
I
you
don't
can
trust-
That
have.
would make me more scared.
I think you could have that while listening to Harry Potter book on.
No, because then I'm gonna walk out and be like, "Ooh, magic! Let's jump in a portal."
Well, if you
Whereas
had a wand, that'd be
I
pretty
think
sick.
serial killers, I'm like, oh, you know what? I just listened to a podcast of a girl getting stolen from a gas station just like that. Now I'm gonna be like, "Ooh."
Maria's not too into the murder things, but we did watch the Murdaugh.
Oh, that was good.
The Murdaugh murders. The ironic part of that family is their last name is Murder.
No, I'm not a big
Murder.
advocate of murder. I just like knowing other people's tactics so I can avoid them at all costs.
The only one I liked was Serial. That's when
Yeah.
podcasts
Yo.
were podcasts.
Right.
That was the original. That was the OG. Like the first
Yeah.
season. Did you watch the HBO?
First podcast I ever listened to. No.
Was that the first
That was
podcast?
the first podcast I listened to too, I think.
I remember I did a show on Blog Talk Radio. I didn't remember that.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
that's when
were-
Mad Dog's kid was born.
Way back
Blog Talk
when.
Radio was amazing. I had a show on there called the DC Show. My first guest was Bob
I've listened
Costas.
to The Vanishing.
It was a time.
You know what? For all the people in the chat that actually like murder mystery type podcasts,
Fires! Yeah.
Root of Evil is the greatest of all time. You're
Liberty
welcome.
up 7 for those who care.
Jose Abreu puts a ball into the
Shoots
gap.
Oh my gosh.
That'll be 2, and yeah, you
He's
have to
running.
think Mad Max is.
No, I hate that.
Not sure if he makes it through this inning. Okay, so what happened?
Oh, he's gone, he's
Okay,
out.
so he was on the
Yeah, he's
bag.
out.
He pulls his foot off.
Got it.
Out!
Simeon does a little
Wonder if
dipsy do dunkaroo.
I stored away.
Oh,
Gracious.
Morgan Hahn counter punches. Check raises $1 in American money, which again does not translate perfectly. You just paid a lot bigger check raise. The stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas. LFG Stros eat a bag of bleep crabs.
oh man.
It's a family-friendly stream.
I will say, is this the first super chat battle we've had?
I mean, first chat battle. Well, no, not the first chat battle. I mean,
I love a good chat battle.
Feo goes to work in there a lot. But yeah, I haven't seen this.
I like this is fun.
And see
And I
the,
like how Feo's just kind of like taking a step back and just letting it play out.
hey, as long as it's gentlemanly, you know,
bag of
you're
ducks.
allowed to
Yep.
speak a little trash. Kyle Tucker rolls one to second. Simeon is there, gets the runner over to third with less than 2 outs though.
So what is your favorite type of content then to watch?
Deebs, I got the red light. I might need some freshies.
Oh yeah, you want to do that?
Back, baby.
Wired. Well, I think there's middle area and everything. We listen to a lot of, like, I ideally would listen to sports podcasts, but if I'm in a car with Jess, I don't want to do that to her.
What is your favorite type of content that's not sports related?
You got the clip? Did I lose the clip?
Heavy question.
Nope, it's on my shirt.
Daniel.
This is such an old man Dan vibe.
You guys getting that?
Mauricio Dubon. Sneaky big at bat in this game. Change up low.
Okay.
So I'm open to anything. I'm open to good content. I'll say this. There was a 7 or 10 part Dolly Parton's America
Wow.
or some of the best content I've listened to.
Didn't think you were going there.
I came in with an open mind with it. It was good content. What's
that about?
I really can't do the Dark Death stuff.
No.
You want something
I just really
like
can't.
lighthearted,
Yeah, like we're
happy.
got only so many days left. Can't
Wow.
be given so much time to that.
Wow.
I will say I stopped listening to the murder podcast when I moved to New York because so many of them were based here.
Really? You think other, like Midwest?
I mean,
It's just a numbers game at a certain point.
My
we
non-sports
have
podcast.
someone in here called Jolly's Chest Hair.
Oh yeah, I love him. Whoever that is or her. My non-sports go-to podcast, The Rewatchables.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay.
That's a good
Well,
one.
lately they've just been doing movies that I've never watched. I think they're running out of movies, but for a while, they were doing the big ones.
Scherzer bounces one 2-2. Heim blocks
Scherzer's up
this
to how many
one.
pitches? 52. Yeah, he's nearing the
I'm
end.
surprised we haven't gotten a bullpen shot yet. Okay, Stratton.
You say that and then we get
Look
it.
at that. Acquired from the Cardinals at the trade deadline with Jordan Montgomery.
Colorado does
Lesser
have a
known
lot of stars.
piece in that trade. Yeah, I guess Joe Nick, Radiolab, which I'm not familiar with a gummy. I'm guessing that means we're talking some mind-opening stuff. I'm always open to that.
So do you like Black Mirror?
Love Black Mirror.
Okay.
Love Black Mirror.
So that's like the line of like, because those can get kind of dark.
Yes, but I'm almost. So I do have an itch for that. Like, let's get.
Oh, rifles
put a
into
fastball there.
5-0 Astros.
2 hits for Dubon, and
Uh-huh.
I think Scherzer may be on his way. I'm very hesitant to watch a Black Mirror episode before bed.
Yeah.
Like I need some buffer there.
Like there's some Black Mirror episodes that scare me more than thinking there's a serial killer following. Like,
I guess for me, those have a creative side to them and a twist. Which I guess, some murders and stuff too, but at the end of the day, like that's. The end is someone murdered them and wanted to kill them.
like it was like a real person. Or it wasn't, but still. Like,
Black
the
Mirror,
end. Whereas
yeah.
Black Mirror is like, those things haven't happened. It's just one of those, ooh, it could happen.
Commentary.
Social commentary. We looking at a.
It's
staring
5-0.
down- Yeah, we're staring down a blowout.
I'm curious if people in the chat,
Got
if
Joe
you're
on the
a
screen.
general baseball fan, like you have your team, maybe your team's not in the playoff, like has this postseason
Right.
with games like this been enjoyable? Or like do you like seeing things like that?
I think if it
curious.
wasn't for the Phillies, this postseason would be struggling for moments. The Phillies have kind of taken over as the story.
The Phillies are kind of must watch, but they've also been providing a lot of blowouts. Like the Phillies are kind of like
Bro, historic. 15 home runs.
they feel like a California Little League team. Just
I
like,
agree. Like California
here's
Little League
12.
team, like playing.
This kid's 6'4", 250.
It's true. I got a text from Bob.
Like I haven't
No.
remembered, like these 5 runs that Houston have scored haven't been necessarily like memorable. It's not like a Bryce Harper Schwarber bomb to
Well,
center field.
And that's what's kind of funny. The only one I do remember is the Altuve homer, but that was like a solo homer.
Right.
Like, and there's been 4 other runs around that. Pass ball, a couple hits this inning.
There's been a lot of blowouts. Haven't enjoyed a lot of the game. Yeah, I agree. Agree with Dan. Phillies are it. Yep.
I want to
Thank
close.
God for the Phillies. Oh, guys, my dad just sent me a text. R.I.P. Burt Young,
Oh no!
What?
Rocky's coach.
Oh wow!
You know the guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great character.
This isn't helping into my
General
old man
baseball
Dan.
fan.
There he is. I mean,
love
everyone
that
loves
emoji.
Rocky.
He's got a little
This
jake
is-
in his game, if I'm being honest.
Come on, guys. Can we punch in on this?
Hey,
Let me suck in a little bit.
hey, frozen Baja crew in there.
Can we punch in?
Don't punch in on that.
Are you sucking in?
Get
Yeah.
off the screen.
That's Burt Young, everybody. Oh, That's Burt
That
Young.
is such a-
Rest in peace, 83 years old. Brother-in-law of Rocky Balboa.
Oh my God, it's
Manager, trainer. May he rest in peace.
becoming an obituary.
Also great on Sopranos. He played
Phillies
Bobby
blue
Bacala's
uniforms are
dad.
gorgeous. You know what? If you're a Phillies fan, and this is not just a plug, Sarah has designed some of the coolest merch I think that we've had in a while.
Did you see the latest batch that's not out yet? I can't. That's all I can say.
So like,
That's all I can say.
I bought the Dancing on My Own crew neck.
Oh yeah, you talking about the Philly stuff?
So good.
So I have buddies out in Philly.
What were you talking about? That's what Paxton was talking about.
I was thinking about Burt Young still. I got friends in Philly.
No,
who-
give us more Burt Young stories.
Come on, bro, he's a legend. I have friends in Philly who are been at Citizens Bank Park, and he says there are John Boy merch everywhere. It's like the talk of all the Phillies
Yeah.
fans.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I know Sarah before it all came out, she was like, this is some of the most like proud merch that I've
Yeah, it's,
I
like,
feel I've
legit.
created.
It's
And I'm
awesome.
like, it's so good.
Scherzer gets out. R.I.P.
So
Suzanne
if you're a
Summers.
Phillies fan in the chat, I highly recommend going to shop.
They say it comes in threes.
johnboymedia.com because
Suzanne
it's
Summers, Burt
chef's
Young.
kiss.
Who's next?
It was me and Burt Young at Studio 76.
I wonder if my dad has ever like had any interactions with him. Look at that guy. Come on, man. Look at that guy.
Just kept getting turned down.
Warhol kicked us out again.
Yes. He thought I stole his cocaine, and I
He
did.
hated Rocky.
swear I did.
He hated Rocky.
Hated the guy. I told him he's gonna be big time. He's gonna be big.
Dad's also sending me
Well-
DMs from Daily Loud. 50-year-old man arrested
Yeah,
after
for a
faking
single-
heart attack in 20 restaurants to avoid paying the bill.
I saw that.
That's a JM Live story.
I saw that.
JM Live. Sweet dreams.
We are live
Apple of
on
my eye.
JM Live. Doesn't have.
Do we have a
wait.
Castellanos ring finger?
Yes,
Yeah.
sure do.
Honestly, any moment, I'm sure our merch team has created it. And shout out JM Baseball, pin it. You can look for yourself. James, that's a great question. Dan, when is your dad going to be on the stream? I had a great
Don't.
interview with him during the
Don't.
Billies.
He'd love to. He watches everything. He watches the
We
streams.
could get him on the table over there and just like coach you up.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, that
reserved.
was some of my favorite things.
He'd be like,
looking,
work. He said, can you sit up a little straight, Dan?
That table's
Work on your
reserved.
posture.
looking across
Pronunciate. Enunciate.
the field and seeing Dan's dad just disappointed every
Michael
bad
Brantley.
No,
pitch
he was not
threw.
disappointed.
Michael Brown.
He was disappointed in some of the pitches he threw.
No
and then he
way.
was proud of you as well.
I think it was more proud.
That's why I went over and interviewed him live.
Yeah, it was great.
There were nerves.
Blastianos
You did
merch
great.
needs to be next. Me and the boys got Blastianos last night.
We should have a JM
Had
Parents
three-
Day.
I had 3
That would be
chalupas.
awesome.
Next thing you know, I'm Blastianos, the upstairs bathroom.
I feel like we've had a lot of. Can I just say this?
Dan's dad
You are in
celeb
the
call?
middle of chaos. Because I'm saying random things.
Sure.
Dan is repeating stories saying Blastianos every
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Got Joez texting me about a potential McGregor event we're going to next week.
We?
We?
He's saying why?
Huh?
Oh no. Just typical Joez text.
Who's
One
going?
word.
If
Don't
Joe
know.
doesn't go, I would like to go.
There's a rumor out there that McGregor is going to be there, but we don't know. Yeah, that guy likes to fly by the seat of his pants. Dan, have you
36
finalized the
hours.
flushing sound yet for JM Live? Yeah, we're working on the flushing noise. The last one was triggering. That's on Mikey, audio Mikey. So direct.
Maggie.
I
If you have a flushing sound that you like, send it to Mikey Rotuno at MikeyRotuno.com.
I would like to propose an idea that I told Christina in all seriousness the other day. I think that we should secretly take Joe's phone
I don't
and
like where
turn
this
on
is
his
going.
location so we know where he's at.
Why?
Because 95% of the time, I hear a question. Anyone know where Joe's is?
Yeah. He's a very mysterious man.
But then he just comes out of a room.
It's wherever you think he was 10 minutes
Hedges
ago.
talking him up.
He's late.
I also just would love a series of conversations that I have with him to be documented via location, and the fact of, do you think I can make this train that leaves in 7 minutes?
I don't.
I don't. And then he does.
He does not make the train.
I know when he doesn't text me to tell me that he's made the
Okay,
train,
collision.
he hasn't made the
Yes.
train. And most of the time he
No,
doesn't
he
text
does. He likes to say the train missed me.
Oh yeah, that's a classic.
Yeah,
Remember we almost didn't get the train to Baltimore on opening day?
sure do.
That seemed like years ago.
Was?
It was this year?
Who was the last man? Was that you?
What's that? Last man what? Alive?
Last man to the train.
No, I was there first. You guys were. No, Kyle was.
Kyle.
You were calling Kyle like, yo, where are you? The train is gonna leave. We're gonna leave without you. Opening day, Yankees at Baltimore.
Train's starting to do the hissing noises.
Yeah.
as
And we're
it's
like,
leaving.
bro, like you're pushing it, and he's like testing us. Like, be
Kyle,
there in a
we've called
second.
Kyle 5 times, and he's coming down the escalator like,
Yeah.
hey, man, we need a little hustle today.
I'll do socials.
It's opening day in Baltimore, Pop.
That was fun.
Rainy day. Aquarium turned us down.
Dolphin
What?
Expo turned us
Yeah.
down.
They said you need an appointment.
The
For an
Dolphin show is
aquarium?
appointment viewing.
So if you're heading to Baltimore, FYI, you may need an appointment. Any thoughts on podcast tour across the country?
Sounds very ambitious.
It's a lot.
That's a lot.
It's a big country.
Yeah.
You guys kind of did that
Logistically
in like
speaking.
what was that 2021?
Been some dabbling.
We did a mini road trip. We got a lot going on.
Yeah, I think that's the hardest part, is that you and Jimmy both are in so many other things that require you to be here.
Between warehouse,
Yeah.
kids,
You have kids?
Trev,
Noodle.
me and Jimmy combined for 2 kids.
Yeah. 2.5.
It's tough to do.
It is.
Carter's
Javier's on
truck
tonight. Javier's on tonight. Pitching better than Framber.
in his bag.
He always tortured the Yankees.
He's got strikeout stuff.
Do we think Texas will make this a game?
I mean,
5-3?
You really would have liked to see something here. It was Seager, Carter, Garcia.
Driven.
I hate when they use the
It's tough.
whatchamacallit,
Ump cam.
the ump cam for an actual live shot.
They should never use the ump cam for an actual
Rangers
play.
getting no hit.
Joez does not want to stay.
Jinx.
I want to be in my own bed, he says.
Jake, what was your first impression of meeting Joez McFly that you might have not said out loud?
Hate.
Really?
Pure hate. No.
Hate. Hate.
No, I mean, I try to run that back. I'm trying to think first time I met Joez, whether it was at the stadium or not.
Because Joez and Jimmy were always the ones that were talking on social, right? At first?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know how the internet worked. I still really don't. But I was, hey, we're doing a Yankees podcast, mix it up on whatever Twitter is. Sure. I was familiar with Joez McFly. I'm trying to think if the first time I met him was at the stadium or not. I wonder if he remembers. I think the moment that stands out in my head, because I don't know, it was kind of like as Yankees Twitter was really brewing. Jimmy and Joez were kind of the lead figures there.
Right.
That I don't know. We had done some stuff, and I met Joez, and I knew he was a cool dude, and I liked him, but I didn't really know him at all. There was one day me and Jimmy just turned up the weird around him, and we were pushing our joke limits around Joez and seeing where he'd bend and break, and he would not. And then we were like, all right, game on. Game on. Since then, it's been a beautiful time. See if Joez knows when we met.
We're going to text him from all angles.
Call him.
Yeah, call him.
Let's get
He
his
doesn't respond.
thoughts.
He responds to texts like 10 to 12
Let's get
hours
his
later.
thoughts on these, that friendship and his travel plans next weekend.
Yo, I think everything that I'm seeing from the Rangers right now, James, everything.
Joez, it's Jake. What's going on, man?
Max Scherzer's energy is not what I need. And the at-bats suck. I don't know what that's about.
They're due one
Javier,
clinker.
bro.
One clinker. It's allowed.
Just
They're getting
boring.
pitches to hit. They're popping them all up. I don't know. You could give them credit, but I just feel like they're not centering anything.
Joez, we don't care. When did we meet?
What?
When did you and I meet?
Could it have been...
2015.
Oh, who said that?
Could it have been that...
2015.
Could it have been that Talking... Was it the Talking Yanks episode where you came to my house? Or was it before that?
The first time you met him was at his house.
It's an interesting question, Joez. Jose Altuve, did he do it again? He did not.
He is not. Yeah.
Garv.
It's a good question, Joez, because that's right. Because, okay, now that I'm rerunning this, we had done a couple Talkin' Yanks episodes with Joez, so we had our fun and we were silly.
Yes.
I don't know, did like one of the Talkin' Yanks events, or did we just crash your house?
No, there was one time, this was before an event. Remember, we were going to go check out, like, some parking lot?
Sounds
We were going to
weird.
go check out, like, some parking lot that we were supposed to sponsor or something.
Right.
I don't know if it was that time.
Sponsor
Does would Jimmy remember? I don't remember.
Jimmy remembers things, but sometimes he doesn't remember things, you know?
Maybe Jimmy has some
He got the memory of a
conversations.
dog.
He pulled up Gmail conversations. He's got to have something.
Joez, I was just curious what Jake's
passed.
first impression of you was.
I think that's a question for Jake.
Well, I know, but
It
he
was.
couldn't remember the first time you guys actually met. So that's where you came into play.
I half forgot that we did Talkin' Yanks episodes
Liberty of
together
12.
before meeting.
Yes, we did episode 50. That's my first one I was on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Long time ago.
Right. Yeah. No, I remember setting up in Denver for that, and I was like, okay, here we go. Joe's McFly.
I'm envisioning
first time I
Jake
talked to
barreling
you
through
face
Joe's
to
front
face.
door and introducing himself.
On the screen.
And then yeah, I don't know if you remember one time at the early Bronx office, me and Jimmy, like, we got full on weird around you, and you rolled with the punches, and then I was like, okay, let's dance.
Wait, hold on. You got to put some context behind that because I don't, some people may not understand what you're talking about.
What do you understand about that?
No. I know what I understand, but I'm just saying, like, what do you mean by got weird?
Jokes, goofs, gaffs.
I don't know.
Normal interactions.
Guys
with you
exploring each other.
Right, pants
No,
down.
don't word it like that because then people are gonna think something else.
Oh, now they're gonna clip this, and there'll be rumors.
Why? Are you scared of rumors, Joez?
I'm not scared of anything. I'm scared of
Greg
nothing.
went into right.
Not scared of anything. Nice catch
We're
by
halfway
Doak.
through this
That was
game.
a quick inning. Holy smokes.
I'm just give me some excitement.
Joe,
Come on.
see you in Philly?
We have a 0-0-0.
I'm thinking about it.
What do you mean thinking about it? You're being asked to go. We
I'm
need
thinking
you.
about it for
To
sure.
Philly?
Just thinking about it.
All right, Joes, we'll see you.
I want to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Joe's McFly.
Joe's McJoe's Joe's.
I think Joe's just really thought that he was needed for his analysis of this game,
Yes.
and we just
Not
needed to know a
interested.
story.
Zero
Just
interest.
some guys exploring each other.
Just a reminder,
Liberty
that
up
was
14.
the middle of the fifth. Let's see how much changes between now and the bottom of the sixth when we announce the SeatGeek 6th inning challenge winner. We told you guys before the game. Guess what the score will be after 6 innings. One person is going to win $500 to SeatGeek. If you are not that person, even if you are that person, I guess, I would use the code JOHNBOYPostseason because you will save yourself 10% off. You can even, I think you can just load it in the app. Like, you don't have to be buying a ticket right now. And then when you do buy a ticket, you just use it. So JOHNBOY Postseason, 10% off. That's whether you've used any discount codes before. That's whether you had the app or do have the app. JOHNBOY Postseason, 10% off at SeatGeek. Can we prank call Zoe? Let's tighten it up a little bit. Let's see if our Rangers have
Zoom back
something in their bones
I'm feeling good.
before we start ruining Zoe's night.
Neymar, torn
Although that
ACL.
doesn't sound awful.
See that? Neymar with the torn ACL.
Yeah, I did see that. I can't, Dan, you want to get old for a second?
Yeah,
I can't keep up with the soccer guys.
me either. I'm still
Like, where's
fixated on
Neymar playing right now?
Brazil or no? What club is he on? I don't know. Someone in the chat has to know. I'm still
PSG?
I'm still not getting. I'm not over our guy Ronaldo.
Did he go to one of the
Pele.
Did he go to one of the Saudi teams? I know they were recruiting.
Saudi wanted to give Mbappe
Billy.
a Billy. That sounds amazing, right? But would you want to be in that deep to someone?
I mean, for them, I think it's just funny money, man.
Would you want to have like the Saudi like $1 billion?
Would I want $1
What are
billion?
they
Is
asking
that the
of you?
question?
I know it's $1 billion. It's life-changing money. It's easy, yes, but like then again, like I feel like there's so much that comes along with that. Responsibilities.
Man, I think they all lay it out. Like, I think you got to play the games. You need to do like 10 Visit Saudi Arabia ads.
Right.
And then you're like done.
It's crazy.
And maybe you don't want to be done because like I've seen like the mansions and stuff they get.
Boxing is heading there. It already has headed there. All the big fights are in Saudi.
Oh,
now.
dude, Neymar just tore his ACL. So does that like half of his Saudi contract? Is he good?
I don't know if he's even with Saudi, but
It's crazy.
I would be shocked.
Christian Javier.
Messi retiring in the MLS? Not yet.
Messi.
That was pretty cool watching him just destroy that league. He kind of like, it was awesome, but he also showed how bad the league is. Not a huge soccer guy.
Couple selfish gambling things. If a Michael Brantley hit happens, I would be a little happy. If a Nathaniel Lowe homer happens, I would be a lot of happy. That's just an
Big inning
just
here
an
for the
FYI.
Rangers. We're not touching sports washing on JM Live.
Jonah Heim mishits one to left. Breggy, wow.
No drop.
Look at those little legs going. Choppy steps.
He's not fast, but he's quick. Makes sense.
Former shortstop.
What was that? LSU. He played with Dustin Pedroia.
Came up was a shortstop, but he was blocked
That's
by
right.
that Correa guy.
Who's? No, it's not. That doesn't make sense.
Who was he with at LSU? Is that the question?
Bregman and Pedroia have zero crossover. Pedroia played.
Arizona
Someone
State.
blocked Pedroia in college. Who was it? Let's figure it out.
Arizona State shortstop that blocked Pedroia. Or no, I thought he played shortstop. Wasn't that the whole thing?
There was something with Pedroia and a very good major leaguer. They played together. They kind of beefed. It's not Bregman. Maybe it's Bregman with someone else. I don't know. What do I know?
Little hanger to
Oh my
Garver,
God.
Bregman.
Two
Have
great
an inning.
defensive plays from the Houston Astros. Just when we thought that maybe this could be the inning that the Rangers put a dent in this lead.
Poof. Hey, lesser third baseman, those could be 2 hits.
It's a good third baseman.
You know?
He is a solid,
that's like a
solid
meaty-
ball player.
Meaty third baseman.
If you are the Rangers right now,
Sure.
obviously your mindset is still you want to win this game, but at what point do you overextend your bullpen? Or do you just
Right now they're not even
they're still
the guys
got
they
it.
like are not
Bad swing.
in play.
Yeah.
Not even close.
Yeah.
Bad swing.
They're going to hope Bradford, who's in now, gave them a nice 3-inning outing in one of the wild card games. So
Yes.
they'll see how far he can go.
I'm going to say something about Lowe.
But
That sock combination, the mock turtleneck, I don't like this look from Lowe.
I agree with you.
It's bad.
Yeah.
That's sock. That's
It is a
sock
first baseman look.
It is, but it's bad.
So first baseman.
Mock turtleneck. The shoulder guard's even kind, or the elbow
socks.
guard's
It's
ugly.
giving Chipper Jones
Ooh,
in the
Chipper.
90s,
Larry.
early 2000s.
Chipper was a fucking. He was a
Larry.
A dude.
Matt, I'm eating goldfish because I realized my blood sugar was going down and we're all sorts of messed up right now. So we have
Locked.
to get something.
48-footer. Blitzball. Eugene Krabs is back.
Oh, my
my
god. No, don't read that.
That one we're not going to deep dive into.
Get it out.
No,
And that's the line. We found the line.
that was a lie.
We stepped over it. We're going to reel that back in.
Eugene.
We're going to reel that back in the chat. Nathaniel Lowe
Here we
with the
go.
hit. A
Two
base
out.
hit.
That's
Two
the
out.
first hit.
2 out Thunder.
I think that is the first
That's
hit.
the
Look at
first
that.
hit.
We're having fun.
Okay.
The boys are bopping. Mbappe.
The chat is doing what the chat does. They're making Eugene.
They're their own society.
Right,
They take
exactly.
over.
They are.
They're policing.
Let the people rule.
Right. I like that.
And there's a little bit of life in Texas. Here's what you can't do here, Josh Young. Swing at the first pitch.
Patience.
Even if it's meaty.
Patience.
First pitch out of the stretch from Javier.
Javier
An
Diaz.
apology from Eugene. That's not what you do.
You don't check swing and foul off a ball.
I like the apology.
We got an apology?
Yeah.
Love that.
It's a bit mean. My
human
bad.
growth.
He said my bad.
That's human growth. He went for it over the line.
Came back. Come back to us, Eugene.
Over the line.
Come back to us.
Ooh, that had a little bit of hang on it.
Becky Hammond? Is that her?
This is Becky Hammond.
Becky Hammond. That is her, right?
Yeah?
She's the head coach of the Aces. She should be a coach in the NBA.
Might be.
She will be. At some point, she will be.
Greg Popovich
Collects
is giving
this
you
title.
the
Oh.
healthy cosign. Come on, guys. What are we doing?
Ionescu misses the layup.
Be the
0-2
Knicks
from
coach.
Javier. Hanger, does that
What was
get
that?
him?
Cross up.
He just tried to frame it so it came out of his glove a little funky.
Hi, Kate. Hi, Kate.
Liberty up 4. Aces are on a run.
4.5 left in
Best
the
time zone, I
third.
think, is Central Time.
No.
Mm.
It's definitely not West Coast, that's for sure.
No, it's Central
Hello,
and Mountain,
Kate.
but Mountain I always forget.
Oh, that hung.
Ribbon!
Go.
Is it going?
Go. Go.
Is it
Alright.
going? It is. And would you look at that, Josh Young. Welcome to the party.
Okay.
First hit, 2-run homer, and it's a 3-run.
I said
we go.
5-3. 5-3.
Wow.
Get it to 5-3.
I didn't think he got
That
all
changes
of that.
a lot of the 6th innings SeatGeek contest.
I mean,
Sure
real
does.
quick.
Someone
Sure
went
does.
from 5. That $500 is moving.
Man. Breaking ball. Barrels it. No, I did not think he had enough of that. Dubon goes flying into the wall. Javier, not too bothered. And now you've got the 9th hitter, Tavares.
Yeah, but this guy's been.
Cash out.
Not your normal 9th hitter.
So for all the Rangers fans,
Future.
if you've been to a Rangers game, what's the atmosphere like there? I'm curious.
They do the roll call, and I think it's great that they do it.
Are they like loud, hype,
Daniel.
lit?
Like, that's
I mean, they're,
didn't
like-
that field get a bad rap? You were there, right, for the World
Was
Series?
there for the COVID World Series, so it was at a quarter capacity,
So it's different.
and it wasn't fans of the teams.
I just think aesthetically, it's not that great looking. I mean, it does its job of being a domed stadium in Texas. It doesn't have any like
He's
character.
got his whoop going.
They could build something, and if they win the World Series, it gives it its own.
For me, you need to look pretty from the outside, or you need something inside, and it doesn't have either.
Okay.
It kind of looks like
The outside
what
is
you
just
hear
a
is
big tin.
yeah, airport hangar, right?
Yeah.
So that is
Okay.
interesting.
Hey, a ball game.
We have some
Maybe.
life in the
Life.
Rangers.
Life.
We have
Life,
top of the
life.
Boys
lineup
room quick.
for them.
Oh, look at this. Look at
We
this.
have
Would you
a
look at this?
handshake.
Would you look at these? Wow.
Appreciate the
Wow,
apology.
the people.
That is what you call communication.
Yo, I don't know. Where the two teams that did the roll call might make the World Series, and that wouldn't I look dumb? And I hope that happens. I'll do a video on it and say, guys, look what just happened. I'll pull up receipts on myself. I'm glad that I was able to motivate the team.
I just
All right,
real-
Chad, any questions you got on Jake?
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you have
if
any
you guys wanna
questions
talk
for
shit
Jake, now
about
is the time
Jake's
to
story,
ask him, 'cause
Allie,
he's not here.
I told everyone that I eventually grew to like him, and I don't.
You don't like
Still
him.
don't like him.
Interesting.
Still don't like his takes.
Well, it's good. Like we said, we're getting everything out.
I really think Jimmy is the take guy on Talking Yanks. Jake is just kind of tagging along.
Camaraderie. That's a word that is not used enough.
It's also crazy that that's how it's spelled.
I wouldn't have guessed that. Wouldn't have guessed that.
Imagine the spear in
Imagine-
Vegas with John Boy Media all over it. Yeah, it costs $450,000 for one day. So I don't think that's
Me and
gonna
my
happen.
dad are so obsessed with that and the level of marketing it
So
brings.
it's one of the most genius things. I actually hate that James Dolan and MSG owns the Sphere
I want to do. Why?
because we don't like James Dolan here in New York.
We do not like James Dolan.
I'm
And
learning
we don't like
something
his pockets
every day.
being lined anymore. We don't like him getting any credit, but it is one of the most brilliant
Brilliant.
marketing, brilliant venues. I was in Las Vegas for a fight 2
It's
weeks ago
huge.
when it was opening night. I'm sitting there watching all the opening night videos on TikTok while I'm in my bed looking at the Sphere.
I want to go to a concert there so badly.
And I also found out today that our colleagues at ppv.com who we work with on these Vegas trips went to the Sphere. Didn't tell me.
I know.
Didn't tell me. U2 at the Sphere would have been awesome.
Have
I'm not
you
a huge U2 guy, but like I know enough U2 songs to sing along with.
I just want to see a musical performance there. Have you seen the eye? They're the emoji with the blinking eyes
Yeah,
that you
playing
can
golf.
with the golf.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, first super chat. New battle while Jake is gone. Taylor is the MVP. Well, Taylor was the MVP, regardless.
She's always
but-
the MVP.
First super chat. We love that. He's saying
Jarv.
you.
Is it just U2 for now? And then
Yeah, they've got a
eventually gonna
residency through the end of the year.
Eventually they'll add more. I know that Dana White really wants to get UFC there, and there's a battle going on. Canelo said he wants to fight in there. I don't understand how combat sports would work inside of there, though.
They would have to. I don't know anything of the inside of like what you can move around in there, but it'd be sick if it was like in the middle and you could have seats all around or
That's
something.
cool, but like the whole point, I feel like, is for it to have the visuals.
Well, if you had the fight, even if you had the fight down low and you had the visuals behind it, that'd be like slow-mo punch it. Oh,
That, yeah, replays and stuff, but actually during the fights, like you don't want to have any visuals because it will take away from the actual action. So I'm curious how they would do that because I feel like the main allure of it is the visuals. Jordan gets into one to dead center.
Stop it.
And that is,
what a
Oscar
catch!
Tavares with an unbelievable catch.
What a catch!
Takes it back. You got to see this, Jake.
Look at this.
Oscar Tavares. What a catch.
Yes, Red Rocks is an incredible
Wasn't him?
spot.
Who was it? Say it again.
This is his first name.
Leotis.
Oscar died.
Oscar. Wow. Cut that out.
Hey.
Cut that out.
Just was excited.
Cut that out.
On Jordan.
Dude, that was a catch and a
Look
half.
at that.
What a
He
catch!
goes. Ah!
Take it back now, y'all.
Tavares, the right Tavares.
One hop this time. Oh, I'm checking something out.
Watching stream from
What
the
is he
Sphere.
checking out? What is there to check
Guys,
out?
I made a mistake. I apologize. Won't happen
Man
again.
of faith.
Pride myself as a man of faith.
Oh,
at that
look at that.
Oh, what a classic!
That was classic hands-on face. Yes, Oscar
He goes,
Tavares is dead.
"Whoa."
I'm aware. R.I.P.
He even said, "Whoa."
In fact, you even
How-
pulled that out. It's almost
Where
a
did that even
crazy
come
pull. I don't know.
It's truce for now, Morgan.
Oh, they're still
Can't say
going?
the same.
Come on, guys.
Fellas.
Fine. I do love the like side camera angle. You
That's
can
gonna
just
be
see
a
him
tough.
go. bloop.
Taylor's gonna have a tough job clipping that one.
Ronnie's in the chat.
Ronnie, good, nice of you to show up. So, Pax, you mentioned this before. Rangers just went to the bullpen. If it was still 5-0, I don't think they do that. So I think that changed their navigation just a little bit.
I agree. How was the bathroom? Was it everything you hoped for?
It was good. I peed.
That's
Okay.
good.
And then I went to the pull-up bar for a second.
Nice.
Did the back crack. And then right before I walked in, I was like, let me check my phone before I go in, because that's better than me coming in and then checking my phone.
Right.
And then I heard Dan on the play-by-play, and I was, oh,
Like,
let me in there.
back
Are
from
there
the
any other
warehouse.
angels in the
What are you
outfield
doing at
then?
the warehouse, Ronnie?
Ronnie's going to the warehouse tomorrow?
Ronnie.
Feels like a lie, but
Ronnie's always at the warehouse, man. Zoe and Jack are just
Asylum ball?
silent ball. I thought we were done with asylum ball.
I think that room is done, but there's always a way.
Always away. That game will kill me. I saw them playing it and I said, no. Don't ever ask me to play.
It's the best workout I've probably had in 3 years.
How did you feel the next day?
I mean, fine, because it wasn't, we were just in a hot box, and you can't take more than 2 strides.
no.
Okay.
Mentally, though, it is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Not Howie Long. Looking great.
Someone just signed with Skechers, Joel Embiid, and I think Julius Randle. Is that what you said, BBD?
Julius Randle.
Yeah,
signed with
Terrence
Skechers.
Mann.
So are they going to wear Skechers in the games?
Sounds like Skechers is getting involved in basketball shoes, yes.
When I think of Skechers, I think of
I know.
Howie Long. I think of Sugar Ray Leonard. They wear them.
When
Or someone
I think
else.
of Skechers, I think of Shape Ups.
Yeah, shape ups. Shape ups are awesome.
I think,
These are basically shape ups.
I think Clayton Kershaw is a
Skechers?
Skechers man. I think.
Is it Skechers? I
Skechers.
thought it was New Balance.
It's the S.
Maybe it's New Balance.
He's Skechers.
Okay. Went to Home Depot.
Look at this
That's
catch
what-
by our guy. Say his name.
Leotis Tavares. Taylor for the clip.
Yeah, can we dub in Jake's voice?
Abreu inside out one, but that's 1 pitch, 1 out. And all of a sudden, Texas with a little bit of juice.
A little bit. This final 4 innings should be interesting. Should be interesting.
Very clever.
Oh.
Chris Stratton. Some good stats. Good for you, Chris Stratton. 82 innings out of the pen. Feel
Yeah,
that.
sorry, Michael. I was talking and realized my mic was
Mic
not
dropped. Been there.
hooked on.
Oh,
Good pitch.
backdoor curve to Tucker. 0-1. Interested in the out here, obviously. The Texas Rangers also have the top of their lineup coming up next inning, so
Zoe and Home Depot.
Oh my gosh. Zoe in a Home Depot? I was with Zoe in an Old Navy, and that was an experience. So I can't even imagine Home Depot.
Zoe feels out masculine at Old Navy. Never mind Home
Did you
Depot.
see it? Yesterday, Zoe was rocking. He had a nice outfit. He was tucked in.
Yeah, full tuck.
Yeah.
You don't see that enough.
R.I.P. Burt Young.
Okay.
Never forget. I honestly was surprised he was still alive.
I didn't know.
I didn't either.
My dad said R.I.P. Burt Young. I was like, is that what? What?
If we were doing a John Boy Media game, is he or isn't he?
Burt Young.
Would have been a coin flip.
Like Rocky was made like he looked old in the first.
He looked
Rocky,
old in the first Rocky.
and that was made in the
Yeah.
70s.
I'm glad well,
Guys, enough. I
Lived a
made a
good life.
mistake. I said I apologize.
In a
good life.
perfect baseball
I like that
world,
walk.
what do we see? Not that. What do we see to make this a good game?
don't let them score here, and you have
be a good
genuine
start.
hope.
Bayo, I actually did. I used to do. Did you guys ever do the Home Depot birdhouse buildings on the weekends on Saturdays with the little mini aprons?
I
did.
I saw them happening while I was in the next tier helping my mom with a weekend project.
So you missed
But
the opportunity.
I was not in Baby Bird crew. I was not in adult crew. I was in Home Depot hell. I was in Home Depot don't touch anything. But those looked fun.
Yeah. Ronnie seems salty on the finance dinner.
Yeah, me too.
Ronnie lives salty.
I'm same.
Well, you guys have heard the rumors for the content team building.
Yeah, let's do something.
I haven't.
Bus to nowhere.
A bus to nowhere?
Don't
That's
like
the
sound of
early
that.
leader in the
My anxiety just went through the roof.
It's terrifying.
We'll see.
The bus to the farm that we knew we were going was crazy. So
Kind of was.
imagine the bus to nowhere.
I think I still have a photo somewhere in my camera roll of every single person asleep
On the way home.
on the bus on the way home.
We were so.
Not the driver.
No one talks about that farm day enough.
We were soaked.
Got rained on.
Early days, JM Entertainment.
That was the first.
Driven.
on.
Oh boy.
No. Yay!
Catch at the wall.
Just where the fence goes out there in Houston.
I love hearing BBD's laugh.
Frost Valley. We went
randomly.
there in 9th grade.
On bus to nowhere.
You're down talking. All right, the Texas Rangers, the middle of the 6th inning.
Oh,
Ooh,
look.
Texas live. Getting live.
Have you ever been to one of those?
I've been to that
That
one.
one?
Bang.
But didn't you go during COVID? What was it like?
I was there during Covey. I think I was
rules?
there outside of Covey.
There's a few.
Where have I been? I've been
There's one in
everywhere, man.
Kansas City.
I've been everywhere. What's the other one? I mean, Philly Live is the hot.
Yeah, Xfinity's pretty sick.
I think there's one Braves, the Battery. There's those
They
bars
got that
right
thing outside the
outside.
stadium,
Yeah.
yeah.
I've seen Prime for one.
Yeah, I don't know if it's alive, but they have two big bars there. They have a mechanical pool right outside of the Braves Stadium.
You know, I didn't get to dip my toe in it, but it looked like Arizona had a decent little bar scene outside the stadium. I walked past it on the way in.
It's gotten better over like the past 3 years, I'd
Sure.
say. But before COVID, it was pretty.
Right.
Just
it
the
kinda-
stadium?
It had new energy to it.
Yeah.
Had new energy to it.
Around what used to be the Coyotes Arena was pretty fun over there.
Coyotes.
Ew.
Ew.
Just one.
Phillies just need another home run. You gotta.
You'd think Top Golf would be fun, but you'd think
wait,
we
was
would
that
do something
the
like that, but that's not,
No, that was the
not
top
how
of the
Jimmy's
sixth.
mind works.
Too easy. Too easy. A nice time. Mauricio Dubon. Yeah, we'll see. I think we've started budgeting a quarterly team building activity for each team.
Oh, that's fun.
So yeah, we'll
Those
see
are
if
important.
we'll see if it's bus to nowhere. I think the editor gang is eyeing a escape the room type deal.
Oh, fun.
Editor gang.
So we have finance.
And people seem to
People.
be one thing.
I think they just teamed up this time. I don't
So-
think they're required to be.
So we have sales, finance
Sales.
people.
Finance.
Then we have editors. And then is content us? So we have 4, right?
Let's see, what else do we got?
I know we have graphics and design, but they're kind of a part of with social.
Social.
Are graphics and social the same? There's so much overlap.
I think there's a little. They might have become a team because merch is now in the mix there too. Ronnie with editors in an escape room. Skull emoji.
Dead. Deceased.
I've done an escape room once, and it
I'm
was with my
sandwiched.
ex-boyfriend, so you can see how that went. Ooh.
You escaped.
I did.
More ways than one.
I'll say
I'm not making it out.
I think I've done 3 escape rooms.
Did you enjoy them? I don't take you as someone who would
Simeon.
enjoy them.
I would hate them.
Oh, are they gonna run into each other? No.
flies out to Brantley. I enjoy them. I'm going in there, like I talked about with my podcaster content before. I'm going in there with a pretty open heart. I'm going to try to enjoy this. And yeah, I think that community has figured it out, that if you're going to do this, you need to make it so people can do it. You know, every Escape the Room I've done, they've either had a TV that gives you hints, or every 10 minutes you get a hint, or something like that. Like, the goal should be to have a opportunity. Like, if you're doing an escape room and it's like, well, if you don't figure out the second hint is
then
that
you're sitting here for an hour.
the letters in November combined to make a phone number, it's like, well, then yeah. But I think they have it figured out pretty good. That
Yeah, they're decently fun. I did a rage room.
Oh wow!
With
I haven't done that.
a group of my girlfriends.
Seeger just off right now. Bregman covering ground. Not gonna get there. Second life.
A rage room was actually very fun.
Okay.
We were in head to toe gear. It was like kind of a asylum type of room, and you could just destroy shit.
Go to work.
We had baseball bats, broken glass. Sort of dangerous, but we signed up. We signed a waiver.
Sign that waiver. I did, as we get the 0-2 to Seeger, who currently having a tough series but got a second life. Ball up. I did. I had one win over my heart forever in my previous career.
Ooh. In Colorado?
We were at a business trip in Portland. Bounces the changeup. Ace is on a run.
Yeah.
And so there was 8 of us or so that were all doing the same job, met up in Portland, whatever. We went to a Portland Escape the Room, and they were like, everyone was freaking out about it. There's signs around town. We mention it to people, blah, 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 their whole thing. And so, you know, eventually I'm like, I'll bite, like, what's going on?
Yeah, why not, right?
And they're like, well, the part that makes it so special is there's a live actor in the room with you.
What?
And I was like, I don't know. I don't know about that. Like, I'm either gonna ruin their day or they're gonna ruin my day. Like, I don't think I'm gonna be into it. And it was like a zombie type deal. You got to figure it out in 60 minutes, otherwise the zombie's gonna get you. Blah blah. The actor, ball 3 to Seeger. The actor was incredible.
Really?
Incredible.
Like, made it that much better.
Oh yeah, it was fantastic.
That's fine.
Yeah, I don't know what I can or can't give away, especially if you're in the greater Portland area. Seeger puts a charge into one. Too high, it looks like.
Oh, gosh.
Too high.
That's cool. That reminds me, I've always wanted to do, have you and Jess ever done one of those cool dinner parties, like murder mystery dinner parties where you get a character beforehand and you have to dress up? I'm sure people in the chat know what I'm talking about. Cool. Have you ever done that? Like a murder mystery dinner party?
No.
So I've done one amongst friends.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like a birthday party or something. And
Yes.
you have your role and like.
Yes.
I've always wanted to do this.
What did I miss? 2 outs already?
Yeah, we've seen a few flashes to the bullpen.
Seeger flew out.
Top of the order hasn't done much.
No.
No, it hasn't.
Javier settling in.
Whodunit event, yes, exactly.
Settling in after his
It's like
2-run
Clue.
inning.
Can you imagine
Dude,
doing
the
like
Liberty
a
are
Clue dinner
down?
party and Joez McFly has a role?
Joez McFly. Oh, Matthew H. from Eastern Canada went to Philly to see NLCS Game 1. Spiritual experience. Second game ever for me.
That's your second game ever, and this is your first super
ever
chat.
super chat. More importantly. Yeah, I mean that, I want to call it the link. Citizens Bank looks like it's truly rocking. Eugene Krabs feeling confident that another Canadian's here. We can't even.
Hen dog, I know. I can't help
Outside.
it. I'm bringing it back to murder. I'll leave it alone.
Evan Carter, I am him. Around the world, now I'm back again.
Ooh, Sean, you're gonna have to let us know how that one goes, or at least let me know how it goes on Saturday. I'm curious.
The 2-2 from Javier goes at him, fouled off by Kata.
Hey, Mr. Carter.
21 years old.
Try to get him through this inning, and we don't see him again.
You'd think so. If he gives you 6 innings coming into this game with a lead in the pitch count in the 80s, it doesn't feel like it's worth the risk of sending him back out there.
Agree.
But yeah, that's. I guess the only thing that would be interesting is, this is the only time that they'll play 3 straight games, and they normally don't ask relievers for that.
Mm-hmm.
So, we'll see if Dusty's got any tricks up his sleeve.
That's a Yankee. That's a Yankee organ right there.
What's the weather there?
Ooh. One of our fun stream games. I will guess
Weather in Texas?
Arlington, Texas right now, I will guess it's 75 degrees. Nice foul.
Dan, what's your
by
guess?
Carter there.
Let's go with 68.
73.
I win.
BBD.
73.
Or am I over?
And clear.
73 and clear. Evan
There we
Carter.
go.
Whoa, boy.
Tucker.
Throw him out at second.
That was a silly thought.
Overthrows it too. Tries to make up for it.
That's-
Frustration
that was chaotic.
throw.
That's
right?
the adrenaline kicking in.
Frustration throw.
Chaotic.
Well, this becomes interesting because if you're Texas and you get a hit here, you just stumbled into a free run.
If you're Houston,
which
do
would
you
change
pull?
the energy?
Also,
outs,
that was not a. That was a very misread
Yeah.
ball.
Stepped in.
2 outs and who's up?
I
he was
believe
close.
Adolis Garcia, one of
Tucker's-
your AL RBI leaders.
Tucker's usually pretty good.
Up, he's out.
And look at that. That'll end his day.
Here comes
In
Neris.
comes Hector Neris. And we can't even
Beast.
give out the SeatGeek winner yet. So we could have more runs. And another acai bull burp.
Yeah, it's fine.
Don't normally go for it, but I wasn't that hungry. I don't even really get it. What is acai?
You know what? Maddie Mass and Zach got me on the first one, and
Zach?
it's a vibe. Pliables. And the frog. We're back with the frog.
Would you look at something like that? You just don't see that every day. You're an acai guy, Zach.
It's not that I'm not rooting for the Astros. I'm just rooting for a good game. Truthfully, I don't want this either series
You
to
said
be a
from the
sweep.
start you wanted a 1-run game. That was your ask.
Yes.
And that's fair.
Yes. I never said who's up, who's down. 1 run. Just want some interesting excitement moments, you know?
That's fair.
I have something.
Say it.
Let's do the chat a favor, not turn this into a Yankee conversation after. But have you seen what the latest Toe in the Slab episode is?
No.
Oh.
Cone, Shackle, and Smythe react to Dan Rourke's off-season plan.
Oh, that's amazing. Parentheses realistic.
Parentheses realistic. That's
So
awesome.
that's a must listen.
Oh, for
Okay.
sure.
Okay, I'll be listening to that.
What's Cone and Rourke's relationship?
2 of the best to ever get it done.
Do they converse? Is it mostly like Cone has heard about Dan Rourke because he edits the show? Does Rourke get on? Rourke's been on a few episodes.
They use them.
They use Dan. They know
So
they know
Cone
they've got an
has
asset
seen
there.
his face and vice versa.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
My God, that's the beauty of
When
this
they
company.
record, Dan's there.
That's the beauty of this company
Yeah.
is that Dan Rourke and David Cone can coexist.
Probably a lot of "You're the man, Mr. Cone."
Oh.
Coney's point of contact.
Say that again.
Rourke is Cone's point of contact
Wow.
here.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
Look at me and Aaron Boone.
Love that. Love Justin Shackleton.
There was what was it, Beebs? You might remember. It was one One of their first few episodes,
Nice
and like
pass.
Judge or something came up, and they like tapped into Dan for the first time.
I think I saw him on like a Yes, like on Yes.
On Yes.
I was watching a Yes
they use them
episode.
in some drafts and stuff, and there's a couple. I feel like once an episode to start like, and we're gonna check in with just one of the heart and souls of Yankee fans.
The pulse of the
Dude,
pulse.
the parentheses realistic got me good.
That's the goal.
Got me good.
0-1 to Garcia.
Whoop.
Climbs the ladder. Is he going to climb the ladder again, or will he throw his patented split change quickly 0-2?
So they're gonna go Neris, Abreu, Presley.
Neris, yeah.
Neris is
Oh, wow.
probably gonna pitch the seventh
Jason
too.
Yeah, you think
Cunnington,
so,
nearly
right?
Then
3 a.m.
Abreu,
in
who's
UK,
been
and you start
lights
work
out.
at
If you need-
9 a.m. Wow,
need
that's
any of them-
dedication.
Wow, he tried to dot that.
We got a battle tomorrow.
This is a big at bat. I
10:30
agree.
a.m. We're gonna
You got bumped to the later game.
saw that.
You said your
Appreciate
body
that.
couldn't handle it. Oh!
We
I
have vomit.
did take a nap.
Oh!
Who vomited?
Ionescu puking on the sidelines.
Sabrina Ionescu.
Is she
Okay.
having her flu game?
This game's been,
I mean,
this
tie
game's been
tie
awesome.
game puking the
Dude,
bucket.
they were just up 12, Liberty. Then they were down 4, now it's tied.
The 1-2 from Neris.
That
And on the
Jams him,
hands.
gets out. Okay.
okay.
Minestrone underrated. There's some soup conversation going on in the chat.
Don't.
I'm such a soup gal.
It's soup season.
It's soup season. It's also the easiest thing to cook when you're one person living alone.
Yeah.
It's a good point.
I can eat it for a week.
You ever make your own in like a crock pot?
Raindrops.
Crock pot.
Crockpots.
Make it a soup on a
Let's make some old man raps after this. Crockpot raps.
You
crock
just
pot.
turn
Jackpot.
Migos song
Look it
Yeah,
into
up.
ruined it
crock
instantly.
pot. I'm done.
Migos.
Speaking of Migos, Offset was on Call Her Daddy.
Sick. Speaking of
Interesting.
Migos, they sat directly behind me for Mayweather McGregor, and I had no idea who they were.
Oh my God.
Someone in the comments said, "Dude, how did you get a seat next to Migos?" And I said, "Oh shit."
Adolis gets on
Get
top
out!
of a high
Get
fastball.
out!
It's in the gap. What a catch!
Oh!
Old man Michael Brantley puts on the burners.
Wow.
Did the Yankees just get their left fielder? Is what people aren't asking.
Not once did they
You
ask.
specifically said, "Let's not turn this to a Yankee thing."
How about Michael Brantley? I'm
Awesome
gonna tweet
catch.
it out.
Awesome.
I don't
catch.
normally tweet during these, but how about Michael Brantley getting on his horse?
That.
What does his dad think
See,
of that?
I need more of that. That's what I want.
That's championship pedigree from
Getting
the
on
Astros. This
his-
is championship pedigree game from the Astros. Early runs, home run from the little man Altuve, and then a beautiful catch from Brantley, a gutsy performance from Javier.
Future Yankee.
This is what they do. They're gonna get right back into the series.
No, Mark.
Yeah, so
I
CP
didn't want
prediction.
that to be a
Zach
home
Allen is saying that he got CP prediction correct.
Zach Allen saying he got it right. We have to. Taylor Jackson's our official scorer. Sometimes when there are multiple, I think we usually go to who was first. So Zach, currently rooting for you, obviously. But Taylor Jackson, who's been in the chat. Official? Confirmed.
It is confirmed.
Wow. The winner of your SeatGeek 6-inning challenge, it's Zach Allen, live in the chat.
Ooh.
Zach Allen just won $500 to SeatGeek.
That's
He can go to a World Series game. He can go to a playoff game. He can go to the theater. If maybe that's what Zach Allen's about. Zach Allen, enjoy your $500. Thank you to SeatGeek for providing it. For everyone else, use code JOHNBOYPostseason. Winner could be you. With code JOHNBOYPostseason, 10% off any order. Any order. Why would you not want to save the 10%?
Yeah.
Counter. You know, they say when you do a good sports argument, you should think about the counter. I guess any argument, right?
Right.
In this case, I have nothing. You should use the 10% off with John Boy Postseason. Thank you, SeatGeek. Congrats, Zach Allen, in the chat.
Woo, that's cool.
500.
Is that the first time the winner's been in the
Sheesh.
chat? That's cool.
We had Jenna won the other night. She was in here.
That's exciting.
And we might have had one or two more, but holy smokes.
I like that they.
I thought you said Zach Gallen.
Yeah, we've gotten Josh Allen.
Josh Allen, Zach Allen,
the
Tim
Allen
Allen.
squad.
It's fine.
Last night we let the liquor talk.
Oh my God, that's not the song.
That's how it goes.
That's Migos.
Migos. I sat behind them or in front of them. Sat in front of them at a Mayweather fight. And you know who's sitting next to them?
Michael
was, Young
Brantley.
Jeezy the Snowman.
Excuse me?
Young Jeezy.
I'm happy that we're all mic'd up because you can just hear
Michael
Dan
Brantley.
talking,
Akon and Young
rambling on the other end of
Jeezy.
this street.
I gotta see Michael Brantley's
Trying to take it easy.
baseball savant because I did not think his game had that anymore.
He covered a lot of ground too. Driven.
He is listed 9th percentile speed-wise.
Ah,
But his
There it is
fielding
again,
numbers
folks.
aren't
Let's take a look
bad.
at
Does
it.
he cover?
I mean,
He got a really good jump.
a really good read.
That's awesome. Old man Brantley.
Dan mumbles. Well, that's what old men do.
Brantley.
Back when I went to that spot,
We're in
me was
recliners,
sitting right behind
guys.
me. I had
It's
no
10
idea.
p.m. What
I
do you
had
want
no
me to do?
idea.
Mad Dog's kid being born.
Timmy's going to Duke. It's a classic Mad Dog segment. His kid
If
was
you've
like
been
3
watching
and he
this
was
stream,
telling
you should have
Francesca
done a
that my
drinking
son's going
game
to go to
with how
Duke
many
one day.
times he says Mad Dog.
Timmy's going to Duke. Mad Dog being on first take is wild. I never thought I'd see that day.
He's like peaking.
Yeah. He's getting paid so much too. He gets an insane amount per day.
Aldonado.
Off the end of the bat, plops in, blops, plops,
Look at that.
plops. Y'all know Bob Kenobi?
Ronnie.
Let's get Bob in the office.
Good Dubon flying. Javier with the good start. Javier with the good start. Josh Young. Well, can't see me down 3. Not sure.
What was that?
I don't know.
Is that like a hey, I'm trying to get your attention, or like a wax on but no wax off?
Hit a homer? I don't know what that was. Do we got anything going on in the Texas bullpen? Would be interested in that.
Bullpen shot.
Jose
Bullpen
Altuve.
Do karaoke. That should be our team building.
I do some karaoke.
And no one can laugh.
Karaoke. No, it was our last night.
We got another Jam Live clip, guys. What's up? Kangaroo Jack made us like kangaroos. Jolly revealed that he has a phobia of kangaroos.
Jolly.
Yeah.
That
From the movie
doesn't-
Kangaroo Jack made him
Man.
be afraid of kangaroos.
I don't think I have a phobia of kangaroos.
I just respect my distance.
Tie game.
Trying to
Yes.
be face to face with one.
Like
Right.
I saw a video the other
Respect nature.
day.
Yeah, it's probably the same one. He was carrying that dog.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Saw
then
that one.
we played that, and then we went down a rabbit hole of kangaroos with dogs, kangaroos with punching humans, and vice versa.
Yeah, they're brutal, man.
But they're kind of bullies because this one guy went to go rescue his dog that was in the midst of a kangaroo, and he hit him with a right, and the kangaroo thought about it and then ran off.
Yeah.
They're bullies.
Do we have football going on? We do, don't we?
Tonight?
I will say that's
College.
a little bit of I guess that's why I'm not out on kangaroos. Anytime they've kind of gotten confronted, they do seem to like
The rationale kicks
turn
in.
it off a little bit, which didn't know they were animals of logic.
I just respect nature. And I know I'm not going to beat a lot of the things in nature. So I'm just not going to try, you know?
Okay.
Boxing a kangaroo is wild. To save your dog.
But
Did you guys ever hear the story of that Peter Moylan told a bunch of students at UCLA when he was
Vaguely, I remember.
younger? he had them
Suve with a
all.
weird swing.
He had them all convinced that back in Australia they all rode kangaroos to school. Bunch of students at UCLA.
You can see him telling that story with a straight face.
It's terrifying.
You stupid Americans.
What would be the comp for Americans? Everyone in Corvettes?
No.
I'm gonna
Eating
say
hamburgers.
bears. I don't know.
No.
Hamburgers, hot dogs, Hulkamania.
Lizards.
What is that swing? That's a warehouse swing.
That would be a problem.
is. I've seen replays of Jolly swinging the ball or swinging the bat just like that.
Chris Stratton is out. Are they going to Chappie? Who do they got coming out? Will Smith.
Getting jiggy with it.
The old vet. He's been in the news a lot.
Which Will?
Interesting. Well,
That was the A block of our show. Was Jada Pinkett Smith?
if you can't tell, Dan has a new show, and he would really like for you.
You gotta promote
to
it.
go.
Promote.
It is a
sell,
good
Sell,
one.
sell. That's what I learned from the Arnold doc. Sell.
Arnold taught you that.
Yeah, I was
Lizard
really impressed by
people.
that. Aces go up 6 with a minute 30. They're about to win a title.
If they win this game, is it over?
Yeesh.
Wow.
Is that Asia Wilson making the move? Little oop.
That's a
Pull
nice
up.
move. This game's nuts. I mean, the Liberty were up 12.
No, this has been a lot of back and forth.
Liberty need a
and now
bucket.
They're down big. They're down with 90 seconds left.
Oh
That's not
wow,
gonna
we've
be
got. I interviewed her in Arizona. It's cool. It's really good.
Chat.
Will Smith or Will Smith? Will Smith. These are the times during the streams where
good. These are the moments.
things like that happen.
I thank God that I'm alive.
2006 comes out.
What song is that?
Dan, Eric doesn't know about your new show. What is it?
Oh, it's
Tell
funny
us.
you ask, Eric. It's called JM Live. It's every Tuesday morning at 11 a.m. on the JM Entertainment YouTube page. It's me, it's Joez, it's all the JM characters
It feels
coming
like
together.
He's reading a script.
Coming together as one, watching funny internet videos, reacting to trending topics, flushing people out of the room.
Yeah.
It's hot.
Has that been established yet, or flushing, or?
We're working on a new sound for next week to get people out.
That's how we get the people back.
Segments can
Big
go along.
3 by the Liberty.
And they're right back
This is
in this
very
game.
Down 3, they'll need a stop.
Need a stop. Don't foul. Need a stop. Ryan Rucco on the call. Rebecca Lobo.
Love some Rooks.
Love some Lobo. Liberty legend.
I mean, that's Yankees and UConn. That's what I've got.
It's all right up here.
Let's see what Will Smith's got as the Astros try to reopen up the lead. Ball low and away.
Greg, it is live. Yes, live.
A lot of sliders from Will
JM
Smith.
live. Anything can happen.
Anything.
Joe's McFly on it. Yo, it's a 1-point game with 41 seconds. We also have
I
Brantley
love
up at the
sports.
dish. Brantley
Brantley
plops
into
one
the
into
gap.
center. Caught
Wow.
by Tavares. You know his name.
Great catch.
Covered
Great catch.
a lot of
Great
ground.
catch.
Still
Fans
was
are going
sneaky
nuts
rooting
at
for a Brantley
Barclays.
hit.
I need to stand up.
Okay, stretch it out.
I'm getting a little loopy.
Get loose.
When we're at the
Mic
office,
down.
when do you come in the next day? I think 12. I think is the number we kind
Yeah, we
of
kind of feel it out.
11ish,
You know,
12.
if we need to be in earlier, we will.
Today I had a nice meeting, so I had to
Jake
come in a
just
little
doesn't
early.
sleep, so him and BBD are here actually every day.
If you need it, you got it. If you got it, you need it.
What are you guys doing at the warehouse tomorrow?
Hitting balls.
Okay.
Getting ready for BB4
Plug.
coming up.
It's
I'm
crazy how
excited.
it sneaks up on you, but I need to get my arm loose. You can see some pitches.
Alex Bregman would love to end this game. And a little choppy swing.
Oh, we're getting play-by-play for football. That's exciting.
Plum got
What
her
channel is
pocket
that football
picked.
game on? And I'll turn it on.
Ionescu pulled up. Wow. The 2-0 from Smith to Bregman. Slider in.
Give us sports.
Green light.
Jordan.
Exactly, Kevin. That's
No,
a great
Jordan
way of
plopped
putting
one
it.
in. He
Are they
got
putting bunk set up? Yes, it's like the scene of Step Brothers all over again, except successful.
I took a nap in the gaming room.
That's the second day in a row we've gotten naps there.
We accidentally made our office kind of unnappable because there's light sensors everywhere.
Yeah.
It's true.
There's some regret on that. But
is it one clever name? Yeah. Thank you. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, talking to Shelfie was really cool. I found out that was the first time
Bases loaded.
bases are loaded. It's the first time
the bad
Shelfie
man.
has ever done a sit-down one-on-one interview.
Wow.
Exclusive.
exclusive.
And he told me that off camera, and he told me I could tell people. Off camera, he said that the way that he met his wife was him and 2 buddies, and then her and 1 friend. We already had a couple. So we had 2 guys, 1 girl. Shelfie and his friend did rock, paper, scissors to see who got to sit next to her at the movie theaters, and Shelfie won. And the
Was
rest
this
is
like when they
history.
were super young?
Met when they were like 14.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, that's an
Isn't that
adult
cool?
story. Yeah, it's awesome.
Great story.
Wow.
Philly guy. He's a Philly guy.
Yeah, so
He
if
drove home last night.
you
Got
like
home
good
safely, I assume.
conversations, go listen to it.
Shelf
I
Vegas.
saw him
Yeah, when
tweeting
he's-
about Lincoln Tunnel traffic. It
I
got me
know.
good. I was like, yep, you are a New Yorker now.
Welcome home.
Lincoln Tunnel is nuts any time of the night. Will Smith.
Will
no big
Smith.
deal. You got to pitch to Jordan Alvarez. with
Jordan Alvarez.
no wiggle room.
Whew.
Big swing.
That's
93.
your heater down the middle.
No.
Walk him? I wouldn't walk him.
Don't
Big
walk.
moment in
Big-
the
yeah.
Liberty Aces game as well.
Gotta
3
stop.
seconds
Right?
on the shot
Got
clock.
excitement.
That guy in your ear. They lob it
Oh,
off.
and they got it to her.
Don't foul.
They didn't block it.
No way.
Liberty season on the line,
Fastball
guys.
to Jordan, ball in.
In the hands
Ionescu ain't giving it up.
Nah, is she?
They're calling a timeout.
Timeout, 8.8 on the clock. Maldonado leads off third. Altuve off a second. Bregman off first.
Kevin, I'm wearing New Balances.
You're thinking
The postseason
Jordan
veteran
Alvarez is gonna hit a double?
Smith.
Wear that.
No, Jordan's trying to wear
Love
it,
the no call from
wear
the
it
refs
to the
there.
seats.
I mean, right? We've got, I don't know, we've got all ball.
A lot of action.
NBA, they call that a foul.
A lot of action.
I don't know.
And then comes a thing.
Ooh, nice pitch. Will Smith doing it again in a postseason game. Hey, this can swing the momentum.
It can.
If they get the bad man, Will Smith
Let's drop
gets
it.
in on his hands. That will drop.
This
1
game's
run
over,
will
folks.
score. 2 runs will score.
7-2.
Jordan gets beat on the pitch, fights it off the other way, lets the boys know he did it. Wow.
That's Astros ball right here.
James, Liberty are down 1 with 8.8 seconds left.
Astros
And they
baseball
have the
tonight.
ball.
So, I mean,
Same fastball in.
Astros baseball. Championship pedigree.
Surprised he didn't go slider there.
Okay, let me ask you
those hands
this:
inside the
if you,
ball,
Dan, if
off
you
the
think
handle.
that the Astros have this championship pedigree,
Mm-hmm.
where was it the first 2 games in this series? Were they just being lazy?
No.
They just not showing up? Were they outplayed? Like,
Outplayed by the Texas.
so
Hot
they're
team.
not going to show their championship pedigree unless they're backed into a corner?
No, yeah, you have to show it at some point. I mean, even the Yankees, when they're on their dynasty run, were down 2-0 at times. But yeah, then you got to remind them who you are. In this game, they're doing that. Altuve home run, big hits from Jordan, big defensive plays by old man Brantley. That's the mark of a championship team.
That Brantley catch.
You got to shoot. You got to
What are
shoot
you
it.
doing?
Shoot
They
it.
make the
For the
extra pass.
win!
Oh, that's
Oh God.
That's how you're going to end that game?
a lot of extra passes by the Liberty. The Las Vegas Aces have won the WNBA title. Couple too many passes there.
That was a bunch of people not wanting the UNC Michael Jordan moment?
A little bit.
And that was very much like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
Surprised when it got to the corner that they weren't more prepared to shoot. Back-to-back champs. First time in the WNBA since 01-02.
Good for them.
Kelsey
Add
Plum.
it to Becky Hammond's resume.
Becky Hammond, are they going out in the city tonight? Are we meeting up with them?
Probably should.
In the club. In the club. Brad Bellflower.
No, that's a good point. Is it G. Pina? That's a good point. Championship pedigree doesn't mean perfect series. Correct.
Yeah.
I guess it's just
You
more
just gotta
so
win
that
when it matters.
I don't know. Maybe it's because the Astros are surrounded by a bunch of like got hot when it mattered team, and the Astros are the one team left that's just been good all year. It's not that the Rangers and the Diamondbacks and the Phillies haven't been good, but I don't know.
They, I don't know. We almost get bored of them too.
That's tough.
John
Get
Gray, first
complacent.
pitch.
You get like 7 straight years going to the LCS. Wild. This is like an ignite them, this game.
I mean, this was their, in a way, this was their first must-win game, and they're gonna win it.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like they were 1-1 with Minnesota, so you really don't want to lose that third game, and they didn't. But this one would have been series over, and they're good.
Is that Holly Rowe?
I completely agree, Graham. I would bet anything that Becky Hammond goes back to the Spurs whenever Pop. So.
Wemby. His highlights are looking insane already.
You know what I've been avoiding talking about?
Okay.
The Alabama-Tennessee game on Saturday.
Ooh.
That's my nightmare.
Alabama has 1 loss.
What?
Alabama has 1 loss.
Yeah, Alabama and Tennessee both have 1 loss. But, I mean...
Where is the game?
Alabama? In Alabama.
Tuscaloosa.
Which, shockingly enough, Alabama, what an interesting place to watch a football game. Cool, because it's, I mean, there's a lot of history there, and it's right in the middle of campus. But unless it's changed since a year and a half ago, cash only.
Cash only.
Cash only at concession stands. And they only have, like, a handful of things, like water, sodas, hot dogs, shit. Like, very
I wonder what
basic.
that is. A year and a half ago?
Or I guess it was 2021.
2021, yeah.
Might change, but
Bama crew, let us know.
It's like the Masters.
I remember
The Masters
Bama
menus.
fans, yes, I know. Bama is heavily favored. And truthfully, I think Bama losing to Tennessee last year, they've got a vengeance.
Darren Waller giving
There
Kelsey
is.
Plum a kiss at the game.
Home game for him.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember I went to a couple college football games before they could sell alcohol at them.
Yeah,
they were still,
before
like-
they sell alcohol. I mean, the University of Tennessee is a dry campus.
Sure.
West Virginia, not a drug.
Not anymore.
West Virginia.
They had a bar
How about
in the
that?
student union.
Give me a good West Virginia Tennessee football game.
West Virginia lost in
We've
probably
had that.
devastating
We've had
fashion.
that.
Had to.
Did you see that with the way West Virginia lost last weekend
Yeah.
to Houston in that Hail Mary?
They got a laundrette in Tuscaloosa.
Scott Manpelt, rare moment where his collar is messed up.
Wow. Damn.
Come on.
Calling out the GOAT.
Where's the showrunner? Where's the stage manager?
Who's on
Fix
it?
that. Fix that.
Nearest back out for the 7th. Jonah Heim. End of the bat.
End of the
yes,
bat.
sir.
Try to pull an outside pitch, and it's a weak fly ball.
I wonder
to
how
right.
much the Rangers hate their own stadium tonight. There's been so many right there.
Let's see.
Have we seen Verlander yet?
Verlander was game 1.
Game 1, right?
So he would be
Sunday
game
night.
5.
That was game 1. Yes.
Verlander's
The Rangers
tomorrow?
did beat
This is game
Verlander
3.
game 1. Interesting.
So yeah, it's teeing up. Tomorrow is probably a combination of Andrew Heaney and Dane Dunning.
Heen Dog, who I just learned today,
Ah.
led Texas in strikeouts.
Look at that.
Right, BBD?
It's true.
So here's another random question because I'm just gonna keep asking them. Why are there not like very specific dimensions that each baseball stadium has to have? Like, you don't see basketball
Football,
arenas
basketball.
or courts different or hockey.
Where's the clock?
Like, why is that not a thing for baseball? Just out of curiosity.
There's
No
a
idea
reason.
the origin.
Like, that's weird, right?
Uniqueness. It is weird. Base pass are 90. All that stuff's obviously the same, but it is funky. Yankee Stadium, short porch, the big green monster and left of Boston.
Yeah, I just think that
Houston had a damn hill in center field.
you would think that there would be some form of uniforms.
Yeah, I mean, they got it with the infield. They got their distances, and they got that part. I don't know.
I think it
I don't
could
know if
have
there's
to
a
do
creator.
with like really early stadiums being built in cities, and they were trying to fit them into cities.
Yeah, probably
So
something
therefore,
like
they
that.
had to like configure it to a way that would fit into the
Yeah,
pattern of a city. Like it's like a Ken Burns thing.
and I saw Ghost Like Mike said golf. I agree with Pat Dry. Golf courses are different because it's no one's home field. It's no one's home golf course. Like, I don't know. I just feel like that's different.
What do you guys think about owners touching the trophy before the players?
Trash.
I always find it weird.
Weird, right?
Except
Oh my
here.
God, Mark Davis!
Except here.
Take it back.
No. Wearing the all white, my goodness.
He was playing slots last week before the Raiders game. Legend of Las Vegas, right there.
The 1-1 to Nathaniel Lowe.
Yeah, infields with different
Nearest.
dimensions would be really funny.
If you look at the Polo Grounds dimensions,
Oh.
wild. Here come the Rangers.
They just need 2
Nathaniel.
runs of their own.
I dress well low.
Mark Davis getting the WNBA
Just win, baby.
trophy.
Look at him.
Oh, and we get the umpires
Good for
in
him.
the 7th inning of the game.
I take it back.
That was random.
I'm all for owners being interviewed as long as they are Mark
They're
Davis.
like, yeah, just throw it up.
And these
Why
are the
not?
umps.
Throw it up. Throw the graphic. We made it.
Look at that haircut.
Josh Young homered last at bat. Nice fastball.
Is that a
by
haircut or a
Neris.
toupee?
It's a
I think
haircut.
it's the worst haircut in the game.
He shaved it. Remember, he shaved it, and that was bad. And then he grew it back.
That's just.
That's the Lloyd
Look
Christmas
how
right
intense
there.
he looks.
Give me the Lloyd Christmas.
That makes sense.
He's happy. Raiders players are probably like, thank God. The Aces won, and take some attention away from us.
He's that level of rich that he doesn't have real conversations.
Get us a home run.
I tried to interview him last time I was in
Uh-oh.
Vegas.
Give me a
before
home
fight.
run. Get
Josh
out.
Young
Get
to
out.
center
Get
again.
out.
Powers
His
it.
second.
Let's go.
And it's back to a 3-run game. Sure.
Just like that.
not
Josh
gonna
Young,
lie.
2-homer game.
Josh Young. Don't
Holy
call me John.
smokes.
Okay. Okay.
Well, and now what's happened that's a little interesting. Houston probably has to stick with their good bullpen guys.
Yeah.
Where they were hoping to get through this without it. Wow, Josh Young. 4 runs with the bat.
What?
Tavares
I
first
did call
pitch
it. Thank
swinging.
you for shouting that out. I appreciate it.
Easy one to Brantley to end the inning. 7-4 after 7. And it looks like
It's more of a game.
more of a game. We're back to 3-1. Hey, we were in it at 5-2. 7-4 is the same gap. Mm-hmm. Math guy.
I'm not rooting for the Rangers. I'm rooting for a good game. And I will.
Rooting for a GG.
A GG.
Girl, you wanna come to my hotel? Moving yourself, girl.
Thank you,
And I
James.
wanna
I'm
give
rooting
you-
for a
you know
good
what's a
game.
shame?
Thank you.
You know what's
Kai,
a shame,
rooting for a
guys? That R.
close
Kelly's
game.
such a bad person. Because his discography
Right.
is off the chart.
Some tunes that.
Man has like 50 hits.
What are you talking about?
R. Kelly,
Oh.
he's a terrible human.
Bad guy.
But
Can
can
I-
that guy make a hit?
Ask why R. Kelly got brought up.
I just started singing Hotel. It's a great song from 2004. Girl, you wanna
Kelly
come
out.
to my hotel?
Chris Brown.
I mean, when
out.
you think about the context of that song, that's not great either.
The best part of Ted, sneaky funny part of Ted, when they do a flashback, and Chris Brown song's on, and he goes, Chris Brown, he can do no wrong. Oh, I love sneaky good writing.
I hope Taylor is cutting all of these remarkable Dan Canobio old man Dan clips, because a montage of ending with that laugh.
Ted. Yeah, let me preface this by saying R. Kelly is a horrible guy.
It is sad though, because
Remix to Ignition is almost a perfect song.
Ignition,
Used to bring down the
I'm
house.
fresh out the kitchen.
Oh my god. It comes on in the club.
What's the one? Hold on, I don't want to say it out loud.
Gotta get my
No,
laptop.
Ronnie, I won't meet him halfway. It's burn time. It's burn o'clock.
Same girl with Usher.
Who?
Dude,
He also
has
did
so
I Believe.
many hits.
He also did I Believe I Can Fly.
He also wrote a lot of Michael Jackson's
I believe
hits.
I can fly.
I'm not trying to glorify the
I
man.
believe I can touch the sky.
He's also world's
wonder
greatest
how-
about Muhammad Ali is an
I
awesome
mean,
song.
I Believe I Can Fly. That's a
Trapped in the Closet is the most
Space Jam.
insane. It's not even a song.
same girl is a classic.
Trapped in the Closet is not even a song. It's like a 15-part story that R. Kelly
I
put
remember
together.
watching that on YouTube at my grandparents' house, and I got in
What?
so much trouble. Trapped in the Closet.
It's like 30 parts.
What's the best club song? Whew.
Oh man.
It depends what vibe we're going.
Shots. Space Jam.
LMFAO.
Best of both worlds. See, I went to that concert in 2005. Jay-Z went on tour with R. Kelly. Great concert. Trapped in the Closet is an opera. It's like it's
You know what that reminds me of
gonna
is
go watch that when I get home.
Kanye West's Dark Fantasy.
Twisted Dark Fantasy.
Yeah,
His
that album.
Yeah.
That whole montage of it was like a whole movie.
Yeah.
That was a good one too. Man, why always all these good?
R. Kelly did provide one of the greatest memes.
Which one?
Y'all cooking me.
Oh my god.
He was getting like interrogated by Gail King or something on like one of the shows.
Oh my gosh.
Breathe. Dave Chappelle does a good cover. Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all think R. Kelly would be good at water polo?
Stop. Don't answer that. Y'all cooking me.
Ooh. Top of the 8th. Okay. Top of the 8th.
3-run ball game. Aces are still partying on the Barclays court, which I hate. They got the Michelob Ultra on ice.
Looking
They're killing me with this.
looking like sham.
That's what it was.
Oh man. Wait,
Why would I be canceled?
did we
Just talking
was there
about
a
guy.
time?
Dropping? And
And
here come the Astros. This is another mark of a true champion. Is whenever the other team which is the Rangers, get closer, the Astros step on the gas pedal.
Yeah.
Now it's first and third, no outs, top of the order.
Dan, do you like roller coasters?
No, hate them.
I figured. That's the vibe I get.
I went to what was it? Six Flags. High school, first year of college with my then girlfriend. She loved the rides and all her friends did. I hated them, and I turned into a guy that holds everyone's stuff at the end of the ride.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was the end of us.
That was where
We
the
broke up
relationship
after, 'cause
went
she was
downhill.
just so like, how can you're just not having a good time? I wasn't bringing anyone down.
Oh, maybe you were.
No, really, I wasn't even trying to be nice.
Oh,
There it is.
Through. We've got another run.
Astros score again.
Score.
They turned it into an 8-4 game.
It's an 8-4 game.
Astros are doing that thing where they're just punching back.
Who done it?
Cushy break.
Bunch. It's a nice little rally here. I don't know who that was. Oh, there it is. Pena.
Jeremy Pena?
Yep.
Wah, wah.
Roller coasters are trash.
I love roller
Jake,
coasters.
you in or out on coasters?
You know what? I think I'm not even at the point where I can give an opinion because I haven't been in a minute, man.
It's been a while. Been a while.
Last time I went, I enjoyed myself.
It's not really a New York City
Big
thing.
roller coaster gal.
Not a big line guy, so you know I'm gonna need one of those special passes or a quiet day.
Yeah.
The last time I went, I remember enjoying it more than I thought I was going to.
Well, that's good.
So,
It's a plus.
I like Universal Studios.
Universal Studios, Harry Potter World
No.
is my shit. First time I went, I got one of those wands that you can do interactive things with throughout Harry Potter World. I was in line with a bunch of 10-year-olds, taller than all of them, but that's fine because we were all having a good time.
that's what matters. What do we got? Maldonado 2-hit day.
Who
and
do we
we're
Bunting.
Oh, okay. Who do we think has been, you know how, oh, we got a kiss? Interesting. Who's been the breakout player for postseason this year so far?
I mean, Evan Carter on Texas, 21 years old, hitting in the middle of the lineup. He had a couple big games. He's been quiet this series, although he hit the ball that went over the outfielder's head. So that was a fun moment. Runs it up again. Who else? I mean, all the Houston guys everyone knows. So that's kind of...
Like last year, like Pena,
Pena was the guy.
like
Carter's
he was the
been
guy.
that. Carter's been that. I guess that's kind of the thing. The Phillies and the Astros were there last year.
Yeah, so it's hard
And that's
to.
kind of all their guys. But Carter's been the dude.
Okay, I like that.
Any snakes?
If anybody asks why
They need
we're
to do
stepping,
something this series
tell
to
'em why. We
to
did
get it in
for
there.
love. Step, step.
Blastianos.
Here comes a Blastianos for Maldonado.
strike three. Strike three.
Sometimes you gotta will a Blastianos.
What do we got? Jose Altuve coming up?
Altuve,
God, Martin Perez.
who set the tone in this game with the home
We
run.
just a reminder, would like a Michael Brantley hit.
R.I.P.
he's on
Aaron
deck.
Carter.
Yeah,
Aaron Carter.
Jess a big Aaron Carter fan.
Same.
Royce Lewis for a couple days was a breakout guy, but
Yeah.
was that 5 games? It's tough.
The entire Phillies lineup.
Do you think the Astros or the Rangers would be a better matchup against the Phillies?
Rangers.
For pure excitement and enjoyment.
Rangers. Well, it depends. If the Rangers bats go cold the rest of the series, it looks like they were going to bludgeon their way to the World Series, and same thing with the Phillies are doing, so it would have been an awesome battle of offense.
Rangers and Phillies matchup pretty good.
That's a fun World Series for fans.
pretty
That's
good.
like not the best pitching.
So do Houston. Houston and Texas, or Houston and Philly. It'd be a rematch.
Yeah, I don't mind seeing Astros going either for a repeat or you're trying to slay the Giant.
I guess that's the thing I don't have my pulse on.
What?
Open to everyone. I feel like 3-0 swinging. I feel like normally in sports, a rematch of a championship
Yeah.
is exciting, and I feel like people are not excited if it's Philly-Houston at all. And I don't know if that's right. I don't know if that's wrong.
No, I definitely don't think there's as much excitement.
I don't know if that's a Houston thing, because people are still
Maybe.
sensitive about that, but
I think it's also the idea of wanting to always see at least one new team.
yeah.
Because baseball, I mean, yeah, the best teams end up there, but it's also, I think, a big thing is about what team gets hot.
People are bored of Houston.
It's
I
crazy.
think they are. That's kind of what
There
it feels
hasn't been
like.
a back-to-back World Series champ since 99, 2000. So Houston can go for that. Not that anyone cares about that storyline. Jeez.
There we go.
I
Nice
didn't the runner
play.
go?
Nice play.
Good play.
Just an all-around good baseball play there.
That was.
Dubon, I guess Dubon's waiting to see if it gets caught, but that was a little funky.
Yeah.
Everybody give funky
Phone.
to the left.
That was a
The ultimate
great-
Sweet
Take
16
it back
song.
now, y'all.
Made that look easy.
Guess Seager can play short.
Looks like Ronnie's either talking to someone in the chat named this,
Booty
or is
grease.
using the phrase booty grease, which... Why are we
Oh, we're
bringing
pulling
in new
them?
pictures for Michael Brantley?
Guys, what are we
We
doing?
hate that.
Why?
We
Ace
hate
has
that
been
for our
back-to-back
lefty king.
WNBA titles.
Why?
Becca Lobo killing it.
Yeah, she looks great.
95 national title champ at UConn.
She was awesome on the Liberty.
What a career.
Tough loss for the Aces. Excuse me, for the Liberty.
We
Out of
love.
George Costanza. Talk about the breakout star of the playoffs. It's Jason Alexander,
You think so?
working on behalf of Visible. T-Bell, we hit him up today.
I might get Taco Bell when I leave here.
Boy.
That's where I'm at in life.
How you guys feeling over there?
Zach likes that.
How you guys feeling in there?
Zach likes that. Whoa, and let's give it to our kiss cam tonight. Let's see if there's anybody out there in the.
Oh, it was so fast. It was
and
so
it's a
brief.
Blastianos.
Oh, I just
booty grease,
Blastiano.
booty grease. Fella, it's getting late.
It's getting late.
Do you have it, guts?
How could
Burner.
Joe's miss guts?
Burner. Joe's misses everything.
How could you miss guts?
Joe's has never existed.
Nope, he's gone. He's thinking about coming to Philly.
Although I did get a text from Joe's today.
Thinking about it, he says.
Maybe the only text I got from Joe's today, at 10 p.m. on the nose, he said Brantley on the Yankees. So,
It would provide some stability. I kind of like him being around the young guys. It's just another old.
it's another old and another hurt, which I think is getting ignored.
There's got to be better lefties out there.
I didn't know he could track down that ball and left still.
That did something.
Good for you, Michael.
What is he? 36, 37?
Playoff game, gotta have it. That's all I'm looking for, Daniel.
What's on the slate in the NFL this weekend? We got Lions, Ravens, Raiders, Bears, Falcons, Bucks, Steelers, Rams.
Not a ton of winners. Better late in the day.
4 o'clock slate.
Talked about it on Wake and Jake.
Great program.
We've got Chargers Chiefs at 4:30. So maybe some scoring there. The nightcap.
What's the Sunday night game?
Sunday night football.
I'll be
Dan,
here.
American tradition.
I'll be here.
The Philadelphia Eagles
Oh, right.
play the Miami Dolphins.
That's a hot game. We'll be here streaming the World Series game. No. Take it back. Take 2, 3, 2, 1. We'll be back here streaming
And from
one of the games of the ALCS, and we'll also be watching that great football game.
if they're still going. Michael Brantley
Someone's
gets
got to
through.
be playing
God
Sunday.
damn it.
Right? Who's scheduled to be playing right this Sunday? Let's take a look. I'm
think
still
technically it doesn't
dancing
have
on
to.
my own.
But
It's getting a little toasty
Houston's
in
back.
here.
Oh, sure.
We've lowered it back.
If you leave that door cracked too,
Ooh,
I think
that's
the
a
air
good
comes
call.
in. Yeah.
Ain't no one in there to distract us.
Become familiar with the ins and outs of this facility.
You know how it works?
Yeesh.
What did I miss?
Sunday is potentially game 6
1 out.
of this series.
8-4, Texas coming up in the 8th inning, which is right before the 9th inning. And speaking of 9 innings,
Oh, yeah.
MLB 9 innings, the app. You are watching baseball. You are watching us watch baseball, which means you
Yeah.
like baseball.
Yes, you do.
And if you like baseball, you'll love MLB 9 innings. They've got over 2,000 player cards to collect
2,000?
in there. They've got legends of the game: Pedro Martinez, Roger Clemens, Dan Stan, the Man Musial.
Loved him. Met him once.
Great watching him play. The game opens up Griffey and Trout. Bonk. Good way to play. You got live PvP, you've got a season mode in there. Whenever you're looking to game, maybe it's your commute, maybe it's lunch break, maybe you need to decompress a little bit. Wake up before bed, whatever you need. MLB 9 innings has something for the baseball fan, and that's you. So go download MLB 9 innings. God, my Yankees are having a nicer year here.
How they doing?
They're doing good.
I did a video today for
The boys are hot.
We
That's
went
all
out
I'll
on the
say.
streets today for down on the street for MLB 9 innings. You'll see that one
In
day.
the street.
Yeah, we hit the streets today.
Dancing in the street.
I saw James Harden didn't show up to practice, but I didn't see that he called the president of the 76ers a, quote, liar.
Oh, he said it's way worse than that.
Yeah, I think.
Dude, there's another guy like James Harden. Like, he really, like, for a guy that's never really won a title, I know he's a prolific scorer, but man,
Yeah.
he's a lot. He is a lot.
Yeah. It's almost like you can.
Don't even like watching him play. I hate his style. It's pretty much just draw fouls.
Yeah.
ISO ball, draw foul. Score 35
I
points
thought
a
the
game.
best James Harden looked was when he was in Houston.
Thunder? No, okay. The Rockets.
H-Town.
Yeah, he brought them as close as
They were
could
ready to
get.
beat the Warriors.
That was a crazy game. They went ice cold, right?
I remember that.
Chris Paul got
He was
hurt.
awesome on the Thunder, then he became like his own man, left them. It's just been problems everywhere he goes.
Brian Abreu might be your toughest pitcher to face in the playoffs right now.
North of
Really?
Yeah, you might see me on the
Yes.
streets one day. You might see me on the
Interesting.
streets.
Marcus. And if Texas is going to do anything, it's got to be against him. What is that?
Sixers
pitch?
have taken all the bad vibes from the Phillies teams.
Oh, it's a
I'm
good
not-
way to
you're not
look at it.
wrong.
We'll
Yeah.
take Joel Embiid on the Knicks. So
It's a good way to be a fan.
if you feel like you had enough of him, we'll
I
take
would
him.
just
Might be a
be.
better guy available soon.
Oh yeah,
I-
but you know something I don't know?
It would be. It wouldn't surprise me if the Sixers blow it up.
Who? BBD.
Also, who's their coach now? Is Nick Nurse their coach? Nick
Believe
Nurse
so.
is the worst.
Whoo!
To the
Take
rotating,
that.
I'll say it.
the
I'll stand
NBA
by it,
coaching
too.
carousel is wild.
Nick Nurse is not as good of a coach as people
Who?
make him out to be.
Who?
Nick
Mouth
Nurse.
it. BBD. Mouth it. He said there's gonna be
Lip
a
sealed.
better
BBD
NBA player available
in the
for
booth
Knicks.
with insider information.
Who
We've
is
got to
gonna
walk.
be on the Knicks?
What?
I'm excited for Knicks season.
I do love basketball.
Do you remember last year around this time we were on a stream and I said I can't wait to watch Jalen Brunson play for the Knicks, and Ronnie in the chat said no one's ever been excited for Jalen Brunson, and I never let Ronnie
Nurse
let that
Nick.
down.
That's because
It's good.
that was old. That whole thing was old.
That's a good shake.
And you know what I told him?
I told Ronnie, you're gonna learn today.
You know what, young man?
I was the first guy to say that Jalen Brunson was gonna be good in New York. I was on
Also,
camera too.
Nick Nurse is not a great coach. I have actual information
Ronnie,
to
he's
back
hearing
that
this
up.
right now and he's typing up something. I know it. His fingers are going.
Very
right
chaotic.
now. Right?
Type, 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 type,
Ronnie
type.
in the chat right
Oh,
now.
I know, Dan.
You know
got
what they
me on
say
that one.
about lead off walks.
You talking about Cat? Our friend?
No.
Our friend?
I like how you
Too
read
close
that.
to that situation.
Former coach of
Our
Canada.
friend of the company?
BBD's giggles
Merch
are the
wearer?
best. I agree.
Big boxing fan?
That's
Cat?
so
There you
cool.
Yeah,
That
he's wearing it.
he like.
Dude, he like,
Okay.
when he got in the elevator, he said John Boy forever. And then he hit down on the elevator. That was awesome.
That's
He's up
great.
there for
Good
best
times.
visit we've had with the Trey Turners of the world.
Ooh.
Nice pitch. Disappearing slider.
Ooh.
Yeah, game 7, Harden 0 for 27 from the 3-point line. Yeah, that's nuts. That was crazy.
Morgan
It's
Hahn.
true, I've never recovered from this.
Houston
Thank you,
Morgan.
Ronnie.
You guys can say that I don't know things about Nick Nurse all you want, but I do. And you don't have to believe it, but insider information,
Didn't see a Nick
I
Nurse
know.
slander on the stream tonight.
that's fine. Yeah, you have.
Ronnie's eating a sandwich right now in his bed. He's got the brightness from
Not
the
true.
laptop illuminating his room, and he's typing away. He's eating-
Carter
he's eating-
chops
oh my
on-
God!
Wow.
That's the highest chop I think I've ever seen.
What a play by Altuve and Abreu to get back to the bag.
That thing was up there.
That was an
They're
old
laughing
school.
about it.
Okay.
Even Bruce Bochy in the back, like, I ain't never seen a ball go that
It's
high.
an old school Baltimore chop.
Dude, look at that.
That was.
From the blimp, they called it. The Goodyear blimp.
In the stadium.
You knew it's a big event when the Goodyear
Home.
blimp is overhead.
Palm ball.
Blimps are a little scary.
Blimps are a little scary.
Oh, we're about to get the champagne,
Popping bottles of the ice.
No, they got Michelob Ultra.
but they've got big bottles of Ace of Spades.
Aces.
Spilling ace
Got
on my
to.
sick Jays.
Got to. Adolis. Jake, tallest guy you ever met, that Chinese boxer. No, Cat had him beat. Big Bang Zang.
Big Bang Zang was the tallest guy here for a week.
Oh,
That'll score a run.
Right, just like that.
All right.
It's a 3-run game.
And it's off of the guy who hasn't given up a run.
Now, if this game is true to form, the Astros will score a run next time.
Well, back and forth.
Show off that championship.
People are angry that I said I didn't like Nick Nurse.
Ronnie's got
A
crumbs.
lot of
in his bed.
Raptors fans in here.
It's fine. I've always enjoyed watching the Toronto Raptors, but
Didn't realize we had such a big Raptors.
I know, right? I
Right,
also
you ignited something.
a following.
You
And
struck
I
a
had-
nerve.
and this is the last thing I'll say. I did have friends that played for the team whenever Nick Nurse was there. So
JM Hoops. Let's get it started.
players insider info.
Someone asked on
When you get
Tuesday's
a
live
hoop in the
stream.
warehouse.
Yeah. They said, will we ever see basketball coverage? I was like, we had a net. We had a basketball net in the warehouse for 10
Do
minutes.
we
It's now behind the warehouse.
It's now in the
like
garbage. And it's in
behind
pieces.
home plate seats like that?
I don't know.
That's the
Have you ever sat
Been
in
them yet.
seats
the Scott Boras seats.
beneath?
No. Nope.
People in the chat. I've always
they're-
thought I couldn't see.
They look pretty cool. You're pretty much eye level with the pitcher. Anaheim has them. It's like a new thing, I feel like. Anti-blimp.
With the B
We pissed
chain.
off the blimp crowd.
2-1.
Big blimp is coming after me now.
Jonah.
You don't want to swing at that on 2-1 when you're down 3 in the 8th.
Jonah.
Okay.
Now you're set up for the slider. He could go back to that
Upstairs.
fastball.
Ooh.
Oh.
I agree, Pat.
What's he got?
I feel like I just couldn't see the.
Like the whole field.
Yeah.
You probably can't see down the line.
I think second level is.
Had a lot of
Jammed
plate.
him.
He didn't get it.
Jammed them.
100 miles per hour. That'll make it tough.
Got a
You can get
lot.
away with it when it's 100. You can get away with missing locations.
Big helium. The blimp mob. Who would have thought? I always love what they decide to choose for the slow-mo shots leading into a commercial break. It's always the chuckles or the.
Show that fan again. That was like after the catch. What? Taking an Uber home tonight, guys.
Dan's fading. We're losing them.
No, I took a nap. I had Taco Bell.
So you're, without a doubt, going down.
Yeah.
I'm low.
I will
battery
also be at the warehouse
blinking.
tomorrow.
What do we
Working
do?
on my secondary pitches.
Evolving.
Trying to come up with a changeup that I trust more.
I've seen it.
Trying to throw it a little more.
Just a little more. Yep.
Get a little more. Get it a little slower. I think we want to. What the heck?
Nice.
I think we want to hit something on this remote, or we're gonna lose the game.
Dead batteries. Oh no. Who's near it?
They always pop up. It
Nice.
pops up at my apartment when I haven't moved in a long time. I'm on like hour 5 of not touching anything. Your device has been inactive for an extended period of time. It will enter standby mode shortly. Press OK if you're still alive.
It's always a tough feeling.
Right? It's like the Netflix Are You Still Watching? Taxi Cab Confessions. That show was sick as a
Dude.
kid.
Oof.
I want to do a video where it's a game and it's like you just can't laugh, and you get in the back of a subway, or a not a subway, a taxi or an Uber, and you have to basically make up an outrageous story back and forth,
I like that.
and the first person who laughs loses.
In a taxi?
Yeah, in the back. So it's like,
Good.
you'll never guess who I ran into.
As long as it's not the
Who?
subway.
Ted.
Ted Lasso?
Ted? No, the guy that gave you a hamster on the first date? Yeah. Just random things like that.
Dead.
I think
That's
it's
it.
so fun.
Chris Brown? He could do no
That
wrong.
Ted.
Favorite fight I ever saw?
Jake is between two of the most chaotic people tonight.
I would say Wilder Fury 2.
Paxi Cab.
Mayweather Pacquiao. We're talking about events. Mayweather McGregor. If you want to go real like deep in the weeds, Shane Mosley versus Miguel Cotto.
I didn't
2007.
realize you were asked that question, and I thought you just started saying that.
North of Nashira wants to know. Best fight I ever saw live.
Thank you, Mike. I think it's a cool idea, too.
Driven. I told you this is
Reggie
it. Dude,
puts a
is that
charge
going?
into
Is
one.
that going? That would have been the story of the game.
How about that?
Don't
How-
ask me about AEW.
how
I
do
respect,
you like that?
respect my privacy and do not ask me about AEW.
No.
I saw someone say it earlier in the game. I
No
didn't
chance.
acknowledge it. I'm not here
We
to
got
talk
one
about
more inning of
AEW.
baseball, guys. Tighten it up.
I'm not doing AEW tonight.
Tighten it up.
Sorry, guys. Maybe on JM Live Tuesdays at 11.
3-run game.
You remember that fight?
Save
Wow.
opportunity.
Love that. Wow, I never know who watches these fights.
The boxing world, man.
I didn't miss Hearns Hagler. My dad was there. There was Canobio there. I did miss Gotti Ward. I went to a Sweet 16 instead. Melanie Stafford, I hate you.
Sweet 16.
Went to a Sweet 16 instead of Gotti Ward, bro. Best fight of all time.
You start doing stuff like that and doing the math on how long ago you were attending Sweet 16s.
2003. 2003, there was like 20 Sweet 16s for me. VFWs.
It's been more than 16 years since I've been to a Sweet 16.
Then I went to West Hampton High School when the Sweet 16s were, the budgets were upped.
You're done.
Yeah, he just killed someone.
I don't know what's going on anymore.
KSI got robbed. I don't care.
Thoughts on Britney Spears releasing the book? A lot of people are trying to say it wasn't Britney Spears that wrote it.
She had a bombshell headline with Justin Timberlake.
Well, there's a lot of like crazy stuff in there.
I went to Crawford Spence. I was there. Ronnie was there. Chris Algieri was there. Wasn't much of a fight. It was more of an event.
Dan, don't you have an event at the end of this month? No, a week from Saturday, right?
No,
No, not anymore?
we're gonna be watching it here, I think.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, we're gonna get a bunch of crew together to watch Fury and Ngannou. It's
Okay.
gonna be on the Inside Boxing Live YouTube page. I think me,
Cool.
Mike DeLeon, anyone who wants to come. Ronnie, Sale Steve's coming. Joez. I think it's at 6 p.m. 'cause it's in Saudi Arabia, and we'll do six.
Okay.
We'll do 6 to
6
7,
a.m.
5 to 7 ish, and then game 2 of the World
Joe's is
Series.
not coming to that.
I asked him.
You think Joe's going to be at this office at 6 a.m.?
PM.
p.m.
Yeah.
that changes my stance.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna try to get a crew together for that. Favorite boxer of all time? Arturo Gatti. Buddha.
Buddha rocking everywhere.
Jake Storiale.
That high enough?
Dude, this guy is
Throw him out at
on
second.
one.
Nope.
Hard turn, and he goes back. Is he at like 400?
Can't get him out.
Ronnie, you can come to the stream.
Tried to hit him in the foot.
I would like you to be at the stream, Ronnie.
I don't get it.
Does Benavidez beat Canelo? No. The Canelo old man thing.
What is that camera? A grass cam?
And it's like right in front of home plate there.
Interesting.
No head nod. Late game smiles from the fellas. Sure.
Canelo's
Wow.
not going to duck Benavidez. I think he fights him.
Why is your LinkedIn getting shouted out right now?
It's a great LinkedIn.
What's so great about it?
It's one of the best LinkedIns.
How many endorsements do you
I
have?
have a ton of connections.
How many? Oh, 500 plus?
Easy, bro.
Yeah,
I might
you
be
were-
5,000 plus.
Interesting.
Because of your...
We had a partnership with LinkedIn for a little bit.
I was going to say also because of your time before John Boy Media, I feel like you were heavy on LinkedIn.
Burt Young died.
Yeah,
Joez
RIP Burt Young.
McFly
We got
doesn't
to
know
that
what LinkedIn is.
earlier to Kate. It's a tough day. He was a big part of all of our lives through the Rocky series.
Did we come back to this?
Yeah.
Can't get away from it.
People also forget he had one of the best murder scenes on The Sopranos.
We're back to murder too. Okay.
Burt Young, Bobby Bacala's dad. Look it up on the YouTube. Danny trying to get Ronnie back after he jumped to We Got Ice. Yeah, I am feeling a little threatened. I see Ronnie
I
becoming
get
a
it.
star on the brackets. I'm asking him to do
talking about-
boxing stuff. He looks at me and goes, "Huh, do you know who I am? Ronnie Joez of We Got Ice too." Crawford fighting Canelo. I'm not against that. I just don't want it next. I want Canelo to fight Benavidez, then Crawford.
All right. Back to the baseball game.
Oh, jeez. Paxton's not enough.
We're at the top of the ninth. We've only got 5 outs left.
One life.
And that shot is not encouraging.
Yeah, Tommy.
Boys are not bopping.
We've got
It'll be their first loss of the playoffs, you know? It's going to come eventually. They weren't going to go 11-0.
No hope on Presley?
Ah,
Okay.
look at that man and his outfit. I hate it so much.
It's giving 96.
The mustache, too. That guy's going for looks.
He's going for that.
He's really
It's
going
giving
for it.
96 or like
Do you think
Church
his
League
significant
on a
other
Sunday.
likes it? If I wore that out there, Marie would be like, no. She hated my outfit to the stream the other night. The Brooklyn, my Brooklyn
which
with the
outfit?
tank top underneath.
Oh.
Oh,
I mean, I understand why she didn't like that.
She hated it.
I respect it.
What do I think of Lennox Lewis? All-time great heavyweight. It's the only answer.
That guy behind home plate doesn't look like he's having a good time.
Bregman with the fade. The skin fade.
Mm.
I was going skin fade for a while in the summer.
Bregman actually played
That is
shortstop
a rip.
in college.
Dude,
College
Tucker,
and the
that is
minors.
oh, they're scoring him with the bad foot and all, flu and everything. He's out by a mile.
I mean,
Out by a country mile.
I was a little surprised they sent him
You
there.
know why? They were
Poor-
like, we got to get it to 4.
that was an interesting choice, in my opinion.
Didn't run on Adolis before. They run on him there. Meat stays at 3. Well, let's get a couple base runners.
Yeah.
Make everyone
Tucker's swing,
nervous.
though,
Yeah, it was a bullet.
it's a lefty swing. Open up the hips and just let the bat come behind it.
Having pro teams in Nashville is kind of hard. I mean, I grew up with Titans every Sunday. We really didn't, I guess the Braves, but not so much. The Nashville Predators. are always a good time.
What do you think about Nashville potentially getting an MLB team?
Nashville will eventually have an MLB team.
They got a lot of them back. They got
without a doubt.
Don Mattingly. Who's the
Maddie
other one I
Mass
saw?
in the chat.
Maddie
Guy from Hootie and the
Mass.
Blowfish.
Huh?
The lead singer from Hootie and the Blowfish. What's his name?
Oh,
Daryl Tucker?
there's a lot. There's a lot of backing for that
I'm
Nashville
just
team.
destroying names.
I just can't even
Daryl
continue
Tucker.
that statement because I don't know what's going on the end of this. I don't know what's happening.
Daryl Tucker.
Oh my god.
Chat. What's his name? I don't want to be with you. He's not good. He has one song.
Dan's
Zach-
just
Oh
like
my
talking
God.
in circles.
Zach
I
knows
don't
it.
understand it.
Zach won't say it though.
Darius Rucker.
Darius Rucker. Daryl Tucker. Close
Oh my
enough.
god.
Darius Rucker has a lot of very good songs.
I only know one. I only want to be
To
with
call
you.
him Daryl Tucker.
Not my genre.
To call him Daryl Tucker.
You missed.
He only got one song. That was old, Dan. That was old. Wagon Wheel?
It's not
So
my thing.
rock me.
Daryl Tucker is
like
as
a
close as I can get.
wagon
Best I can do.
wheel.
Pawn Stars meme.
Hootie and the Blowfish.
Hootie and the Blowfish. Daryl Tucker. Best I can do.
Oh god.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah. I'll stand by it. Been a tough night for names for me.
It's just been an interesting night in general for you.
Wagon
Come
wheel.
from different worlds.
I think Post Malone did it better.
Wow.
God bless.
See, he's hip.
I like me some Post Malone. Huge L, Dan. Hold the L.
He didn't.
Hootie
and the
know
Midfish,
who
more like.
Migos were.
I didn't.
Zach knows it. He just doesn't want to.
Never liked Daryl Tucker, but it's Post.
Who's that guy?
Post Malone.
Karl Malone. That's a force.
Karl Malone on
This here Karl Malone.
I can't.
right.
Lan Lenovia.
Well,
Daryl Tucker on the mound for the Astros, closing out the game.
2 base runners would bring the tying run to the plate.
2
So-
base runners.
That's what I'm rooting for.
Right?
And
Give me
nothing
something.
I can do. Savage Garden. Great song. Truly, madly, deeply. It's on the Now 3 soundtrack. Your fantasy. It's like also
That's become an all-time bro anthem, huh?
I was gonna say
How
it's like
about that?
a UK cult favorite. They played in bars there. Be everything that you be.
Oh, you gotta hit that. You gotta hit that more British. Everything that
Ronnie
you
Dan has
need.
just
Ronnie's
been
acting
off
like
the
he
rails.
knows who fucking Hootie and the Blowfish is.
Yeah,
He has
Dan-
been off the rails.
23-year-old
Dan had
Dominican
like a
kid.
7th inning.
Nosedive.
Oh, that had a lot of plate.
Moses Malone. Post Malone, more like Moses Malone.
I don't know what's going on in that. end of
Be
the track.
everything that you be.
Every time I look up at the shot, his hat turns more and more to the side.
Fading. 1-2.
The 1-2
Other
from
reason
Presley.
why I like
you guys get
exciting
top
games is because it gives us excitement in the live stream.
Up.
Oh,
No,
snake?
he didn't go.
Like the
2-2.
that ref umps jib.
Texas Rangers.
You work a Hootie and the Blowfish into your burn tonight?
I can.
Thank you.
Old man Dan is past his bedtime and he's.
Yeah, I should be asleep.
Glad we moved your game back tomorrow.
Thanks, man.
So rock
Be
me, mama,
everything
like a...
that you need.
Are you singing?
Ball out. 3-2. Well, maybe this is a jinx, but I feel like every time Ryan Presley has a 3-2 count, he throws the grossest pitch
Yeah.
of the night.
He's got.
Oh, we've got
moxie.
rally caps on. Dan, why isn't yours inside out?
He's got moxie.
Wow.
Here we go.
1 base runner away from a. Oh, the rally frog is out,
The
people.
rally frog! Rally frog!
Get that shot. Get that shot. Get
Oh,
that
no.
shot.
Woo!
Extra innings for Dan.
I can't do that.
We haven't had any extra innings.
Someone's name's about to get butchered.
It
for
was
those extra
Daryl Tucker.
Daryl Tucker.
What was the first one?
No, don't.
What was the
Too soon. Burt Reynolds.
Eli and Patrick Manning.
Oh God.
Burt Young, R.I.P.
Jankowski's gonna pinch run.
Okay.
What the hair eat? Oh, my God.
I know, it is an early game. It's so interesting that the Phillies Diamondbacks is at 2 p.m. on a Thursday
Crazy.
in Arizona.
And there's a night game too tomorrow. There's 2 games tomorrow, right?
Rooting for extras. Yeah, because honestly, if this game goes into extras, Dan's going to start saying even more
That's a swing, I think.
outrageous.
That's a
Booty
swing.
and the Blowfish is overrated.
I'm out. Nathaniel, the Tough Socks.
I can't get over
Oh,
that.
that's definitely, yeah.
I'm never gonna get over. Oh,
Oh,
wow.
what a shot they found.
Wow.
Megamind.
Holy cow. And you think you like ball.
Dan in extra innings.
Struck him out.
That
Bounces
ain't it.
back. That's Ryan Presley right
Wait,
there.
save any pitches, goes right
That's
at
true.
him.
MLB will throw first pitch at any time.
What we got coming up here? Nathaniel
No,
Lowe.
Dan was
Okay.
sleeping in the gaming room already,
actually
so
thought
he
about
might as
sleeping
well
the
just
other
go
night.
back and crash.
Josh Young coming
Yeah.
up. Has homered his past 2 at bats.
And he's trying to do that again.
That slider is so good.
It's got different shapes to it.
That was a tight one. Who's Traveler is pretty awesome.
There's a hook.
Just a wee little ball. Woo.
Throws the same one. Fouls him off
We-
0-2 again.
He does look like Mark Grace. That is a very valid point. I knew he looked like someone.
Race.
That's a name you don't hear too often.
Not enough.
I rooted for him. I was on the Diamondbacks 2001. Hated them, but I liked Mark Grace.
Yeah.
Mark Grace. He
I was
was
happy
in
he
the,
got a
in the
ring.
broadcast. He was on the pre and post game show whenever I was working out in
He's a
Arizona.
dude.
He's a good guy.
Oh, they are kind of doppelgangers.
It's kind of interesting, isn't it? I found out Mark Grace was on the same Little League team as my dad and uncle.
Whoa.
Weird, right?
Whoa.
He's the one who pointed that out.
I'm a classic man.
1-2.
Boom goes dynamite.
Spits on the changeup.
He does look like Jock Peterson too. It's a very valid point. Ooh. Ah. Ee.
Uh-oh.
That ain't
That's
it.
1. That's 2.
That's Moxie.
And
That's
the
that championship
Houston,
pedigree.
the Houston Astros are back in the series.
Yeah.
Some action, 8-5.
Great game.
Scherzer didn't really have it. I won't say that was the difference in the game, but a little bit. 3-run game.
Yeah.
Jose Altuve homers, and that's obvious.
I'm glad this isn't going to be a sweep series. We've got a series.
That Brantley
This
catch
series
was
is
it.
full on.
That Brantley catch was it for me.
Houston Astros are back, people.
Look at Dusty's fired up.
Get ready for a Texas two-step. No home team has won a game yet. The only home team that won tonight, John Boy Media. And the chat and everyone that joined us. Claps for Paxton Elrod.
Woo.
Claps for Dan Canobio. Well, he's a little daunted by it.
Oh, hat's normal.
Wow. Behind the glass, BBD and Z-Man and the Rally Frog. Yep.
And claps for Jake Storielli.
Yep.
Yay.
Papito, homecito. Taylor Jackson saying she was on clips tonight. We had a chat beef.
That was nuts.
That went up and down and
Forgot
got
about it.
quenched. Chat, you guys were awesome tonight. We cannot thank you enough. We are not streaming tomorrow. We will be back Friday.
Yep.
Friday night.
Whoop, whoop.
So who's playing Friday night? Let's double check it
Phillies.
while we
One
thank
game.
you.
One game.
Phillies, Diamondbacks, 1 game.
So Astros and Rangers are the 5 p.m. Phillies, Diamondbacks are the 8. So I think we'll be lined up for the 8. If not, check out the tweet
Whoop whoop.
and SeatGeek 6th Inning Challenge. Thank you to
Meantime, buy a
SeatGeek.
shirt or something too.
Buy
Sure.
a shirt.
Sure. Go check out the Jam merch store. Thank you, SeatGeek. Thank you, MLB 9 Innings. We will be back Friday. See you guys.